There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 14 of The Savage Tide. I'm Eric, your dungeon master and host for today, and kind of always here at they pronouns, and I'm responsible for the entire world, and I'm trying to kill all these fine folks. Speaking of which,
Oh my
there we
God,
go.
the button on the Blue
I know
Yeti is horrible.
we could hear the button like it's like going on and off.
I know, it would not click. I'm Katie. I play Finny Cragwolf, cleric, and my inspiration prompt thing today is actually pretty perfect. Gripe about being on a boat or going out on the water and how seasick it makes you.
Perfect.
I am Dempsey, he, him, and I play Croak Monteau, the cursed champion of Istis. And my inspiration for the day is you physically change. Strike fear in the hearts of your enemies with your gruesome features.
Nice.
Awesome.
Hey, I am Proristata. I play Daquan Blacksail, or as he's known now, Captain Blacksail. I am playing a Storm Sorcerer, and my inspiration hook for today is describe how the current situation reminds you of a crime you're a part of as a pirate.
Well, that should be easy for
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Hello, I'm Kelsa. She, her. My character Bashko is he, him. And my inspiration trigger for this session is use your size, physical might, or reputation in a fearsome manner. Assuming we actually face off against anything with intelligence or eyes, this should be easy.
Yes. Speaking of which, where we last left our heroes, we were staring down. Well, at least half of us are. Half of us are staring down a horrid, wretched, giant blue frog demon-like creature. For those who are keen on the lore and whatnot, it is called a slod, and it's not great to see. Let me get the camera centered for us.
You know, we don't have to pick up here. We can just nod and say we did.
I mean, you could say that it's killed both of you. That's fine.
No,
too.
we can say that we both survived. That's also an option.
I mean, you say that, but I don't think that's really true.
I see you just want us dead. Like,
Of course. Just kidding.
Look, you know he said he was going to be turning this into a hex crawl, and the last hex crawl that he did
but the trick is to make it feel like you know.
You don't want us dead.
I don't. Yeah, that's the real
well,
reason.
you should quit saying how much you want us dead then.
yeah. And maybe not put us up against blue slots.
Well,
Oh, and I have 36 HP.
yeah,
I have 37.
Oh, we're fucked.
okay. You guys,
I
yeah.
only have 30. Remember, I'm a level behind you guys. Just saying.
Well, you're half
Listen, if
We're
we
not
kill
there.
this,
Don't worry about
we
it.
probably level up. So
Yeah, you're not there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good news
We're
is
fine.
there's a good
Living
chance
our
you'll
best
level
lives.
up. The bad news is you have to survive. Yeah, so we have a blue slot here that came out of the priest mural. So let's go ahead and say my favorite thing. Roll initiative.
uh,
Oh, I need to click on the.
So
You can take whichever one you want. I forgot to click on my token, Eric. But I rolled a 13 first.
oh yeah, well you get the 13.
Cool.
12. Great.
Well, it was nice knowing you there, Court.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
I mean, we both. It's gonna get the jump on us.
I
Yep.
mean, listen, I have more healing spells than you do.
Excuse me.
Ooh,
You just
listen.
use them more than I do.
I turned into the party healer
Okay.
when I was the fighter. So,
That's true.
All right, so then it's the slot's turn first. All right, so the slot. Let's see if I can.
I think you deleted Coric's initiative.
Oh, I did on accident. I'm sorry, Corey. I'll add you in a second. This is what we're. Can we all see that? Can we all see this thing?
Yes.
Cool. I've learned that you
Yeah.
can shift in Z and boost
I don't
it up.
wanna.
Yeah. Not pictured outside of the border is that this thing's in its giant forearms. just muscles for days. There's also these giant rending hooks that come off the top of it, like a Wolverine, but like curved, like through its like wrist. It's not great. It's covered in the blood and viscera of the priest. And let me add Cork to the initiative. I'm so sorry I removed you, Cork.
How did you do that whole like show or token?
Shift Z.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it's Slad's turn, right? So the Slad's going to not try to monologue or anything like that. The Slad is hungry, and it's going to just begin to step and try to grab you, Vinny. First, but by grab you, I mean with its mouth. So it's gonna bite you. The bite attack is a 19.
That hits.
Okay. So it hits you for, let me make sure I do the math right, because we do average damage here. That's 3, average of a d6 is 4. So 4 plus 4 plus 5, that's 13.
13.
Yeah, for 13 points of damage. But then that's not it. So it grabs you, picks you up by its mouth, like as it just bites you, and you're dangling in the air. This thing's about like 7 feet tall, and it's going to try to grab you with its or stab you with its claw. A 12
does not hit.
Nice. You're thrashing about as this big thrust goes right by you. The second one,
Does not
also
hit.
a 12, misses. It misses these rending claws. And what happens when we all see this is that as these strikes go like at you, you see the tips of these like Wolverine like claws off its hands. They sort of like shift from like their regular silvery chitin to almost like ultraviolet, like
Okay.
bright violet, and you know that there's something peculiar about that. Maybe not because you're too busy getting attacked, but yeah. But after that, you're able to break free. You drop down, right? Because it's not like a grapple or anything like that. I'm just fictionally describing it. Yeah, it's your turn. What do you do?
Yeah, I think as he like drops me down, I'm going to run my hands down this slimy maw of Slad and cast Inflict Wounds. Does a 19 hit?
Yes, it does.
I'm casting it at 2nd level.
Mm-hmm.
Did it? Oh, there. Wait. Yeah. So 19 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh, that's not great. Yeah, I did not like that at all.
Good. I didn't want it to like it. And I'm going to. What's my movement? 30. Hold on, just a second. I've got to. Can I
You can't, but
feasibly get?
you would take an
right
attack
here?
of opportunity, but yes, you could leave its threat in reach.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna take the attack of opportunity.
Okay.
I'm going to. I want to sort of get this corner, so it's just because I ignore 3/4 cover.
Yeah, you're trying to get
But that's-
cover. You're basically
Yeah,
using
that's-
the chapel
Yeah.
things. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, but I'll take the attack of opportunity.
Yeah, so it will hit you for 1.
Oh, and it hits. Yeah,
Yeah,
it definitely
It
hits.
you. So each of these hits are going to do 13 points of damage going forward. Okay, so it hits you for 13. But you are a humanoid, and I need you to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
It's a 14.
This isn't one of the saving throws that being near a paladin helps with, is it? Are you high enough level to do that?
I don't
I
think.
don't think
No.
it's high enough level.
I'm
Dang
level
it.
4.
No. So
Oh,
the
that's at
I
like
think,
level 6.
I think
isn't
this
it?
goes into your leg, and so here's some problems here. You are infected by whatever this disease is called.
Yeah.
You're not sure yet, but it burns and tinges, and you can feel. I think. How about you tell me what this feels like? But this disease means that you cannot regain hit points.
Yeah, I mean, I think like at first she feels the claw, and that's what she focuses on.
Yeah.
That pain of being clawed apart. And she hobbles over behind the pew, and as she like looks down at her leg where like her pants are torn and she can see the blood and stuff, she starts seeing it fester and begins to feel that sort of red, searing hot pain that should have probably subsided a little bit with the adrenaline. It's going through her body, and she just has this look of fear on her face. She doesn't know what it is. And I'm at 10 HP and can't heal.
Cool. This doesn't affect your current HP, but your max HP has also been reduced by 10.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. This creature should be pretty clear that this creature is like beyond you. Probably.
You think?
Yeah, this creature is no joke. Okay. So the wife.
It's my turn.
You're right, because I didn't do the order right. I added you last, and I didn't reset the descending list. Thank you for speaking. Cork.
Yes. Okay. Okay. There we go. I would like to cast Abjure Enemy.
Yeah, that reduces its move speed, right?
Yes.
Makes a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, so Cork basically like roars at it.
Right, okay. So this is the first time we fought something like this. It's a wisdom saving throw. They're not very wise, which is good. However, they will get advantage on this, as you can see that because these things are not of this plane, they seem to have just kind of like general resistance to a lot of forces of law or any kind of like magical effects on them.
Mm-hmm.
Do their composition. I forgot to put it as advantage, but I think a 15 will be enough anyways.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, it's a 17 minus 2. Yikes. Yeah, so it works. It works for a moment, and then it like flexes and like breaks the abjure sort of like strands of fate binding that
Mm-hmm.
it's a. Do any of you speak Primordial?
I might. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'd also just like to hit it with my greatsword.
Sure. But that's an action. You have a ability to attack as well.
Abjure Enemy is a bonus action.
No, it's as an action. Choose one creature within 60 feet.
Oh, it is. Never mind.
That is the one language I do not speak.
Oh wow. Okay.
The one.
The one. I mean, I speak like 9.
All right. Well, then in subtitles, in bracketed, closed captioning, it says, "Fate is nothing to chaos," and
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm going to swear a vow of enmity on it. I think
yeah,
yeah.
that seems right. Sure. And that's not a will save or anything. It just happens, right? I'm pretty sure it just happens.
Yeah, it just happens.
Yeah. So I'll put a little mark on it, so it's vowed. That lasts for like a minute or something like that, right? Like I don't really need to keep track of the turns here, right?
Yeah, it's 1 minute. It's 10 rounds. I'll
Right.
keep track of it.
Okay. Yeah, the wife is horrified and is going to try to cast Healing Word on Finn, but it's going to do nothing as we see the magical healing as an effect, and she's going to be horrified and revolted that this is happening.
Me
so
too.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and begin to back up away from this thing. It's Lad's turn. Vow of Enmity, does it affect its attacks at all when you do that? It amplifies damage to it, doesn't affect its
I think
attacks,
you
right?
just get advantage on the attacks.
Yeah, I just get advantage on
Yeah.
the attacks.
Yeah, it amplifies. Okay, it doesn't affect this lad's creatures stuff. Okay, yeah. Korik and okay, yeah. All right, Korik. It's coming at you. It's coming
Okay,
3
bring
attacks.
it.
Making 3 attacks. It's bite attack, claw, and it's claw. I think 2 of them miss.
No.
Oh, you have AC
2 of
15.
them hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Attack and
But you were immune. But you were as a paladin, you're immune to disease. So I don't think you have to make this
yes,
roll
I
here,
am.
including.
I'm also cursed, which makes me immune to disease. So.
Oh yeah, so you're doubly immune. Yeah, so it's 26. So it does 26 points of damage to you. Yeah, and as it like stabs you with its Wolverine claws, it like tilts its head and sees that you are, like it like tries to figure out what you are, because you're not. It's like, what is this? And yeah, cool. Finn.
I'm going to step out. No,
Get
no,
help.
No, I'm not.
Go get help.
Corey, you got this.
Get yeah.
No.
Not-
Getting
I'm going.
getting Bajko, getting Daquan, getting your
Any-
Marines, getting anybody seems like a good
Literally get anybody.
idea.
I'm going to cast Sacred Flame. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. No, I'm not. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. Well, that's a bonus. That's a bonus action. Yeah, so I'm gonna do Sacred Flame first.
Is Sacred Flame that's a cantrip, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because the cantrip level spell thing. Okay.
Yeah. So it has to make a 13 dexterity save.
Once again, it's as advantage on this because of chaos.
It's fine. Just...
Once again, I roll as normal instead of with advantage because I'm a dummy. That's fine. 5 and a 6. So it's going to take the 7 points of damage.
Yeah, you just see this blue, bright blue flame come from Finny's palms, and she sort of throws it over at him, and it engulfs. Just, not much, but you know.
Well, this is a perfect moment. Here's a question: does Sacred Flame affect healing? Is this the one that affects healing? No. Okay. Yeah.
It's just radiant damage, if that means anything.
Yeah. No. I would just describe it as effect of as it's trying to like the radiant damage is like burning it, but it's also regenerating it. As in it's not like the radiant damage isn't healing the creature. It's just the creature's innate regeneration is like overpowering the radiant damage. It actually ends up healing for 3. I forgot to do that at the end of its turn, so let's just narrate it that way.
Love it.
Or I didn't describe it. I did the math, but I didn't. Anyways, yeah. Not great. Yeah, this thing is not even close to being hurt.
Well, then I'm going to
You can see its red health bar, I believe, right?
Yeah. I've been staring at it. Don't you worry.
It has not moved very much.
Then I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Yeah.
And it's a
It's a range attack, a spell attack,
well,
right?
Oh yeah. I'm just trying to describe what it looks like.
Oh sure. Yep. What is it?
I think it's a very like translucent, radiant-looking garrote, like sort of the stream of faith.
Cool.
Strings of fate. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I was thinking that or like crochet needles, like something. But yeah, I like the garrote. I like the strands of fate as a garrote around its neck.
Yeah, I think like it tries to grab at it.
Yeah,
Does
I
the
like
15 hit?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It
8
wheezes.
force damage.
Yep, it wheezes as it's getting choked.
And that's my turn.
Cool. Go. Cool. Oh, you can see the bars. It's finally begun to move. Oric.
Yeah.
Great sword time.
Okay.
11. I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
No. But at this round, you saw that a 15 is just enough to hit it.
Yeah. I'm going to use rally.
Mhm.
Just this. And so I'm going to can I give Finny temporary hit points?
Yes, you
with
can.
it?
Because that's not healing.
Yeah. So I'm going to rally and give Finny some temporary hit points.
Nice.
And it's a 1d6 plus my charisma modifier.
Yeah. Good call.
You.
Hey.
7.
So you
Nice.
theoretically heal by 7.
Nice.
Okay. The priest is going to run out of here. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 4.
Okay.
He can get to the door. Then like, I'm getting help.
Yeah, Finny just looks over her shoulder back at her. That she's just yelling the same thing, get help. We
Yeah.
need help.
Cool. The slad is going after you, Quark.
Of course.
Well, it's gonna step forward 1.
Yeah.
It's gonna try to bite you.
Please don't kill me.
Hit for 13.
Okay.
And claw.
I'm up. Oh, I'm
A
down.
17 and a 24.
Okay. Well, I'm down.
Okay. It looks over your unconscious body and goes, "Shame. Is the best this world has to offer." In primordial, and yeah,
Spinning around.
Finn.
So first off, I'm going to do my bonus action and attack with spiritual weapon. Move it, and attack again.
Sure. So attack roll.
Yeah. Hold on, just a second.
Mhm.
17 hits.
Yes, it does.
10 force damage.
Nice.
And then as a garrote has, it's wrapped around its.
Yeah.
Doesn't really have a neck. It's just a body.
Yeah, it's kind of doesn't really have a neck.
It's sort of like
You know,
like John Cena and Channing Tatum.
It's a battle
combined.
toad. It just it's just kind of like got just shoulders and giant.
Don't
head.
tell me they have necks. They don't.
Yeah.
I'm going to run
Completely
forward and inflict wounds.
Okay. A
10 doesn't hit,
It will
so
not hit. Okay. Quark, can you make a death save for me, please?
Yes. Come on.
Okay. Cool. It's the
Okay.
priest. It's the priest's turn. The priest's going to open the doors, and you're going to hear "Help! Help! Help!" and the bell, and basically ring like an alarm bell. So you don't know if people are coming or not. Probably. But when will the cavalry arrive? Bajko and Daquan would definitely hear this bell around town. The idea is that anyone in town could hear this. This is like the raid bell, kind of like we're under attack bell, not just for the church, but sort of like the general place.
I think Bajko is definitely going to make a run for wherever the problem is. He's definitely got a little bit of a.
Sure.
Anyone-
Can you make an insight check?
Anyone's Finny
Sure.
senses tingling?
Yeah,
Oh, God,
right.
Finny's done
Right.
something.
Well, right now, because this alarm's going off, people think that it's possibly like a Scarlet Brotherhood attack or something. There's like the sort of the rumor and things abound and stuff like that. But no, you definitely see down the street that it's absolutely coming from this church, and you're not you know exactly your danger sense is just on point. You're like, "That way."
I think he's just shouting, "Finny!" as he runs down the street.
What did you do?
What have you done this time?
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
I think Daquan he isn't thinking something's wrong, but if he's around the group. I think he's thinking there's probably something going on, there's probably some attack. So it's just he should probably regroup. So he's gonna make his way to the church because he thinks we need to just get the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah, sure. The opposite is I don't want to help you. I'm just trying to get my people to get the fuck out. Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, just get my team and leave. This isn't my fight. Totally. Okay, cool. Slat's turn. Slat doesn't really care about downed enemies. It's especially ones that it can infect. But it has already infected you. So I think it's actually going to try to have a conversation with you. Well, actually, no, it's going to attack you. I don't know. No, I think it's gonna. I think it is going to. No, let's be real. It's a slot. It's gonna attack. But the thing is that it will have a conversation with you while you're dying.
That's
Nice,
what it
whatever we're having
monologues.
today.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that hits,
Yeah.
Eric.
it does.
How much is that?
For 13?
Yikes.
That shouldn't
Hold
down you,
on.
right?
I don't. I
Because
think
of the temporary
so. Hold
HP,
on.
right? You had 10.
I have 17 HP total, so
Yeah,
no,
so
I have
13.
4 HP.
Yeah. Right. So it stabs you again, with its claws, and yeah, it's going to try to speak this language. Like it tries to look. It looks like it's gonna like vomit. Like what a disgusting language. And it looks, yeah, and it's stabbing and it's looking at you. What do you do?
Finny, at 4 HP, so it's very, very, very hurt.
Yeah.
Looks at him and is just like, "What are you even doing here? What do you want with us?"
And it just looks at you and it smiles, a big, huge row of serrated teeth smile, and just says, "Chaos." And it's gonna attack you again.
God damn it, Eric.
Yeah. So you get
Yeah,
down,
I'm down.
and then
Yeah.
you go into an unconscious mode. Yeah, and it's just gonna proceed to begin to walk out. Finn, can you make a death save for me, please? Okay,
Yeah.
that's a fail. It's a 5.
Yep.
Court, can you make a death save for me?
Yep, I can.
Okay. The priest is going down, and the priest is going to come back in. The priest has a ringing the bell. See what's going on. See this slod, and say, "Hieronius, please have faith on everybody," and is going to try to cast Healing Word on Korik.
Yes.
Because you are immune to disease, it's already tried to cast on Finian, so it's like, come on, one time, let this work, please, please, please. And, yeah, so it's gonna cast Healing Word on you, which is at a level 3, but it's a level 1 spell, so it's just gonna be +3, right? Healing Word's D8, right?
Yeah.
I don't have this. I don't
No,
have this.
D6, I think, because Cure Wounds is the D8.
That's right. All right. You heal for 5.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's their bonus action. And so then as their ooh, I guess they could. Well, they cast Bless now. Boy, I guess they're gonna have to get ready to fight. They're gonna move up, and I mean, they worship Hieronius. Like, they're fighting. They have to. Like, they have to rally and do this. Like, you'll get through me, but you won't get through the town. How dare you defile this sacred place? And yeah, let's see what happens. They're gonna attack with the mace. No, immediately, broken. Just like hand grabbed immediately. Cool. Can we have it's a new order, so can everybody who hasn't been in the game yet, so aka Boshko and Dempsey, could you guys roll? Hold on. Wow. Okay.
Can you bring our tokens onto the page? So
Yeah,
we
just one
can
second. I
click
think
on
my Zoom just crashed.
them? Oh!
Both of you are here. I'll fix Zoom in just 1 second. I have to.
Mine did too.
I see both of you still, so...
Yeah, that's very bizarre. All right, stand by.
12!
Zoom was messing up the other day. So. Where am I?
Well, the good news is that everyone can hear us, even though we have black screens. Sorry about this, everybody. Zoom just literally died.
Yep,
Yeah.
there
Oh,
you
hey,
go.
now we got some great...
That's so weird.
Refreshed. There you go.
Cool. The order is a little off, but that's fine.
Oh, I think somebody else took over as the host.
What? That's not even
Because
possible.
you were the host and you're no longer in the host place.
Yeah, it gives you, if you leave so the meeting can continue, it gives someone else the host privileges.
Oh, so maybe that's what happened. Okay, well, I have to play with these cameras. The point here is that the Slod is going to attack.
Oh, that poor
wow.
woman is dead.
No, the thing is that only 2 of them hit.
Ooh. good
They
thing.
have 1 HP.
Wow.
They literally have 27 HP.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I think that's the moment when Bashko and Daquan walk in the door and just see this person get obliterated. Your friends are on the ground. Cork is moving. Finney is
I
not.
mean, I want to clarify. I don't just walk in the door. I like fucking run in the door, like, and immediately throw a javelin as soon as I see this little.
And I'm back here.
yeah. Daquan
I'm
just kind of.
surprised that Daquan even came, to be honest.
I feel like Daquan just kind of casually strolls up where Bashko has been like running like from like the boat or whatever, and it's just like ah! And it's gonna. I'm immediately like as soon as I bust in the door, I want to throw a javelin before I whip out my warhammer. So if I could roll that right now, actually, I'm definitely raging. Also,
Yeah.
definitely.
I'm like whistling too, like, oh, what's going on? Oh shit.
Just singing a sea shanty.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is also a reckless attack.
Yeah. Seems right.
Sorry. Gotta say Finney.
Sorry,
18.
Make things set up here. Yeah, that beats a 17 against it because
Alright.
it's got cover because of the cleric.
Yeah, no. 11.
Nice.
And then I will like whip out my warhammer so that I'll be ready.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Next up the order is Korik.
Yeah. So I'm going to lay on hands myself and give myself another 15 HP. And then I'm going to cast what is this called again? Shield of Faith on myself as well.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Some extra AC. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think he it looks like the webs of fate like make an armor around him almost, and then it like goes translucent.
Ooh, cool. Yeah. I can totally see that. That's great. Okay. Let me zoom out a little bit. You can see. Okay, there we go. Cool. All right, Korik, you have healed and boosted your armor. Daquan.
Let's see here. Yeah, Daquan. So, given like who like my god is, and I speak Primordial. Do I know it? Do I have some kind of sense what this is?
Yeah. Without a doubt, this is a Slod. Slods are beings of pure chaos. You probably don't know their origin story, which is fine. You just know that these creatures, you've probably heard that they have gems associated with them, typically inside their skull. But you do know that these creatures are beings of pure chaos. They just sow havoc and destruction. Their plans, if they are considered plans, is just literally just they're a force of chaos, a force of change. They just want to cause destruction for destruction's sake, change for change's sake.
So Daquan's gonna like strut up, see this, and like, oh, well, and then I'm gonna speak in Primordial. What do you think you're doing? And no one invited your kind here. Go back to where you came from.
Respectfully disagree, sorcerer.
But if you don't go on your own, I guess I'm gonna have to make ya. And then I'm going to cast. Let's see here. I'm going to cast my chromatic. Am I going to cast that? I'm going to cast Witch Bolt at it.
Yeah.
At a second level, so 2d12. And I'm just gonna kind of clap my hands together, and since I have all of this like voodoo kind of pirate gear on, I'm gonna take one of the beads from my dreadlocks. It's gonna spin it in the air, and it just spins around until like electrifies, and a beam of lightning shoots out towards it.
Yeah. Cool.
And I'm gonna use my inspiration for this attack.
And before anyone says anything, and they're like, actually, they don't speak primordial; they speak Slod. It's the same thing for here. Okay, it's just it's the chaos stuff. Okay.
It's our world.
It's just a form of primordial. It's fine.
So I don't have the witch bolt thing, but it's the same attack modifier, so just ignore the damage on this. An 8.
Not great.
Wow.
Yeah. Nope. I think it's one of those things where it just like you don't miss so much as it like just stops it with its its force. Yeah, no, actually I like that a lot. You can see that like it has some sort of like latent magical abilities in that like maybe it had like summoning sickness or something like that as it was getting here. But like it's feeling much better now. And it's just, and like as soon as like you think you have opportunity to do it, it's in that sort of like anime thing, like when its head's down, it just like lifts its hand up and just like stops the bolt. and it just annihilates the bolt in its hands.
Seems you're stronger than I thought.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna step back, and that's gonna be my turn.
The cleric, the priest is gonna be like, do what you can. I'm going to help Finny, and they're going to go around to try to stabilize Finny, even though like at the cost of maybe their own attacks or anything like that. So they're going to do a medicine check to stabilize you. A 15. You are stabilized. But they look at you, and they mutter a curse, and they say, because you're still unconscious, and say, they're not doing well. They're not doing well at all. At seeing like where they try to like suture your wound, there's sort of like that sort of ultraviolet glow. Cool. Slod's turn. Yep. The Slod's gonna turn around, and it's going to attack the priest with the claw. Yes. Cleric goes down. It's going to go up to Bajko. Bite.
Come at me, brah.
Because you struck a javelin at it.
I did.
A 19.
Yeah, that hits.
And...
Also, you technically have advantage against me.
Oh. That's right. So let me do the claw again.
Because I 100% attacked recklessly because it's fucking Bajko.
Okay, yeah. So
that's
both hit
twice.
26.
I'm at 3. Oh, no, wait. I take half hit points because this is still... Okay. All right. I only take 13. Okay,
Cool.
Good.
Can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Yes. Bam.
18.
That should not have been an advantage.
Okay. Cool.
So-
You also have the chaos disease.
Yeah, great. Love
the
it.
phage.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Finn. Finn
Yeah, so I
is
still had that advantage.
Finn's at 0.
turned on
Wait,
from
so
my attack.
Finn's at 0 HP. Can you roll a D4 for me, please?
Yeah.
assuming everything goes fine, you will reawake in 3 hours at 1 HP.
Cool.
So not great.
No. And is it tech? I mean, oh, never mind. Okay, go ahead. Sorry,
Yeah.
it was I was looking at the wrong thing. You're good.
Yeah, no. Bashko.
Okay. Bashko, with his Warhammer, is going to just rail on this guy. I'm going to recklessly attack in a frenzy, so I get 2 attacks here.
Hey, that's a crit.
That's a crit and also a hit, so... And it should also, for my crit, I get 1 extra roll of my...
damage dice, because they'll half work. Savage
damage
criticals.
dice, right, because it doesn't...
Do it automatically, yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
I guess I could have told it to do it automatically somehow, but...
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh. Wow.
That's Savage Critical!
The dream.
Okay. Well, great.
So I'm just trying to do the math here. No, wait, I think it does.
Does it?
Under bludgeon, so the first attack, right? Like, so the first set of damage, it says +2 rage damage, then it says 1d10 + 4 plus 1d10. It rolls another additional 1d10.
Right, but that's the normal 1d10 that you get for critting.
Oh,
It should actually say
right,
plus
and there was
2d10.
another one. Okay, got it. Okay.
The
yeah.
second one should not have rolled a crit, but it did?
That's because it was flagged as a crit from the first attack. So it's just the way the API handles stuff. There's nothing you can do about it. Just ignore the last 6 of it, the 6 damage.
Oh, then can I just take that 6 instead of the 10 as my crit from the first one?
Make a charisma check.
Can Kelsa make this charisma check?
No.
Dang it.
No, you take the 1.
Okay. Well, shoot.
I appreciate that, but no. Cool. So this is 14 damage plus 9 damage, right? 23 damage.
No, plus 10 damage.
So 24 damage.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, it's about at half health.
Forfetti!
Correct. Does your vow stay up even though you go unconscious? I assume it does.
Hi. Yes. I think so. It doesn't say anything different.
I'm cool with it.
Wait. Let's find out.
It's a creature, or until it drops. Yeah, no, a creature for 1 minute, or until it drops to 0. It's a matter of the it's a function of the creature or time, not your health. So let's do it.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
So I'm going to go right here, my max movement speed, and I'm going to attack with my greatsword.
Yeah, make the attack.
25.
That's a solid hit.
Okay. So there's that. I'm also going to use my Divine Smite along with that. And then
that's a really good hit. Now it's about
Divine
a quarter.
Smite is Divine Smite isn't a
you just
like
expend.
a bonus action, is it?
I think so. I think it is a bonus action.
All magic attacks for paladins are bonus actions, so you can declare them after you hit, so you don't waste a slot.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, but you have to burn a spell slot for it.
Yeah.
You have to burn the slot if it hits, but it's just you can do it. You're not wasting the slot declaring it beforehand.
Yeah, Katie did did a fantastic job dungeon mastering not too long ago, 2 days ago. So that's why.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's nice. Okay, Cork. Is that your whole turn?
Yes.
Moving up and righteously striking. Yeah. So you get it in the back because it's not really paying attention. Because it's trying to fight down a Bashko, and it's kind of surprised that you got back up. It was thought that you were down too. Cool. Daquan.
Seeing this and kind of seeing it wounded, I'm just gonna be, I'm just gonna say, Perhaps this will work. And I grab another bead. It's like sparkling blue, and I'm gonna flick it towards the creature. And this is gonna be a chromatic orb at second level.
Okay.
Just give me one second. Chromatic orb. 20. I don't know. I had advantage.
That's
on
a
that,
hit.
so 20. 13. But it also needs to do one more 88 because it's a higher level. 15 damage. Lightning damage.
Yeah. That's fine. It has resistance, or excuse me, it has advantage on saving throws of this, but because they're attack spells, I guess they don't.
Yeah,
avoid
that's
resistance
attack
saving throws.
spell.
So yeah, no, you do the solid strike to it. The priest is down. Let's do a death save for her.
Give up, creature.
Just roll a d20. It's 1. Cool. And Slad's turn. Slad's gonna go after Cork because it's like, how dare you get back up after killing you? And so it's going to say in its broken common speech, it's like, I thought I killed you. And
Fate has different plans.
bite. Claw. Both those hit, right?
Yeah.
That's not to knock you down again?
Yep.
Okay. Then it turns around and it's going to go after Boschka with the last claw. Stay down. And Boschka, you get hit for 13.
Okay. I'll take 7.
So Cork gets a solid blow with the greatsword behind it. Then we see a blast of lightning swing right by Boschko's, and your hair probably stands up from the static electricity. And then we see the Slod knock down Cork and then knock down you, or
Like
but then you get back
Boschko's
up.
hair was not enough already.
Yeah.
Eric, me killing one character should not have inspired a goddamn TPK, okay?
No,
I
this
know
is
you're
part of it.
I know you're
To be
proud of me.
fair-
I know you're proud, but don't do this to us.
To be fair, he did telegraph this fight before that happened.
Yeah, I know, but still. The
There's-
Slad could have just went on his happy little way.
Yeah, you could have just
not
ran
real
away from
Slads.
it. This thing- a blue
When has
Slad.
Finny ever ran? You knew this.
Never,
I
and that's
tried.
why it's really
This-
surprising that she's still alive.
I know.
Yeah, this cleric of Ironius just gave their life for you. Finn,
She's not dead,
You're
not yet.
still down.
I'm gonna wake up in 3 hours with all my friends around me dead.
Yeah, it's gonna be the 28 days later situation where you just wake up and instead everything around you is just in slods everywhere.
And then I end up turning into a Slod myself.
Yep. Yeah, you actually do in 24 hours, so it's not great. Yeah, no, I think you know that. I think that based on eating the way these things I don't know. I feel like there's enough context clues here to think that they turn people into slots after they kill them. It's part of their MO. Yeah. Anyways, Boschko, right? Because Quark, you're down. So I would make a death save for me, and then it's Boschko, then Dick.
Okay. I'm not dead yet, so we're gonna do the same thing. Recklessly frenzy attack to get 2 attacks in here.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Oh,
Neither
not
of those
enough.
ones hit. Oh my gosh.
That is brutal.
Well,
that would have been the difference. Okay.
oof, I'm probably dead now.
Quark, save.
Great.
Yeah, that's one death saving throw.
Yes.
Finally!
I know.
Daquan, Quark's gone. Daquan. Muted, I think.
Daquan looks at everyone and sees everyone going down, and it's just like, I thought you were all supposed to be better than this. God, this creature. Fine. And he goes into what he's mixed into his hair, like his dreadlocks, and he kind of just like goes into a big bushel of them. He takes out a stone.
Uh-huh.
It's a gem. It's just like, fine. You wanna be so homey? Let me welcome one of my own kin, and I'm gonna smash the stone in front of the creature. And this is gonna be using the elemental gem.
Yeah,
I
use the
got.
elemental gem from like way long ago. Hell yeah, awesome.
I'm gonna smash
Yeah.
it. So I'm gonna summon because it's up to CR5, and I'm gonna summon a CR5 Earth Elemental.
Yeah.
At the feet. If you in the index section, if you type in the Earth Elemental and just drag it out,
Yeah.
it gives you the actual creature.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I grab the
book.
CR5 one. I did. Okay, awesome.
And I had to roll initiative for it.
It doesn't go on your turn?
Yeah. No, it has its own initiative.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome. I think the only place you can summon is like, behind it, or unless it's like, does it like break one of these branches and stuff as it comes up? Like where do you want it?
So like I think I throw it, and I think because it's wood,
Yeah.
the ground and the wood actually dissolve and start becoming this earth elemental.
Oh, awesome.
But
Yeah.
because it comes from wherever it's around it, and it starts becoming its earth elemental, and then the eyes glow with like a shocking spark. And I just
Yeah.
say, "Hey brother, deal with this little one, would ya?
Yeah.
Pitney's getting out of hand."
Oh, that's incredible. That's awesome. Cool. Yeah. Good. Because next up, so the priest is down. I'm gonna make a saving throw for them, but then that'll be a 1. Good. Okay, that's one good one and one bad one. Furthermore, it's not the only ones that you're gonna be you're not the only ones who are gonna be fighting this thing. Because the town's like getting together too. And you see that there are drag over. Go to remove earth elemental out of my notes. Let's grab. As a sort of like, this like a representative sort of a response force kind of showing up. And they're gonna get here. These guys are gonna go in. Only one of them can actually get in. So I guess then before they go in, the archers are going to come in here and try to shoot through the door at the slot. 12, it's not gonna hit it. And a 10's also, so they ineffectively fire. Then this one steps in with a sword. They're freaking out about it. In a second, I got some things. There we go. Okay. Hey, they attack twice. Okay, they finally got one hit, eh? And they do 4 points of damage to it. Which is not too much.
I really appreciate that these that it's the bandit captain.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's not actually who it is, but I like that that's who it is anyway.
I took up a real job.
Yeah. I mean, they're privateers, privateer captains, I guess. Cool. So let's do the Slad's turn, I guess. Did you roll the Earth Elementals initiative?
Oh,
Oh, you don't have.
given me the
Yeah,
sheet.
I haven't given you the sheet. My bad. So let me do that real quick.
No, I can
Initiative,
roll it.
and then I'll give you power over it. Controlled by, determined by character settings. Oops. Edit. There we go. There you go. You have control. You assume direct control of the Earth Elemental, I believe.
My baby.
Yeah, so the Slad's gonna go after Bashko because you hit it.
Yeah, it's 14 initiative for that.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm probably gonna die.
we'll see.
Well, you have advantage.
Oh,
You don't need it.
let's see if I crit.
Thanks.
Nope. Regular old 13 points of damage to
Okay.
you.
Great. I'm not dead yet.
Yeah,
But I only have 2 hit points, so next time.
Get out of there.
but you also have relentless endurance.
I do, so you can hit me one more time and then I go down, but I get back up again.
Yep.
But then if you hit me again, I will be down for realsies.
Yeah.
And you have 2 more attacks.
At advantage.
So, there's one. Okay, so I'm at 1 hit point and my relentless endurance has been spent.
And the second one brings you down.
And now I am at 0. GG.
You fight hard for nothing. And it gains 10 HP.
No.
Generation's a hell of a drug. Finn's
It
knocked
really
out.
is.
Bajko, death saving throw.
Okay. Is there a button on here for that?
I think so.
Yes.
8.
That's a failure.
That's a fail. Quirk.
Great.
Throw.
Yeah. Please.
Save us, Daquan.
Daquan.
That's
Oh,
That's-
the
third failure.
No!
That is your third failure.
Yeah.
Okay. You die.
you would die.
You were dead.
The F
Alright.
elemental.
Pork.
The F elemental was supposed to go after the slot because it got 14 on its initiative.
You're right. It's just not the token's not in the order. You totally said that, and I never added it to the turn tracker.
It's on the turn tracker, but it's at a 1 because you rolled the thing before you handed over the character sheet.
Okay,
that's
so
fine.
do
There we go.
you want to keep it as a 1?
No, it's a 14.
Okay.
It's your creature, your roll.
No, because I'm saying that because it might not have hit Bashko. But it's up
Um,
to you what you want to do.
no, it would. It's the slad still would have attacked, and it attacked. Like the slad would have went before the Earth
Okay.
Elemental, and it would have still have attacked Bashko.
Right, yeah, you're right.
But it's Earth Elemental's turn, and so do you want to try to stabilize Kork? Technically, it's because it's before Kork's turn.
I don't think it can. Like,
It's
wouldn't
a
know-
wisdom.
like,
It's a wisdom medicine check.
Would it know how to though? Like this.
Yeah,
this
I don't
is
know.
like in
You
the
tell me what that
fiction.
looks like. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, if I'm being allowed to, then let's see how.
No,
am
I mean you
gonna
don't have to.
fiction-
Like, don't worry. This
How-
isn't. This isn't
How am I
the end
gonna
for Kork.
fiction the fuck out of this?
Yeah.
I just don't see it doing it because it's like an earth elemental creature. Like I just don't see it happening. Like
Yeah. Then it does
Okay,
it. Just maybe
okay.
just slams.
This is what I'm gonna do then because like I know and like it knows. I'm gonna say, God damn it, creature, that one over there, the dead one. I think he's dying. It's got a potion. Just crack it over him real quick, and it's gonna go into Korok. Do you have a potion on you, Korok?
Yeah.
Because I think we all picked potions before we left.
I have so many potions.
Yeah, so I think the Earth Elemental like goes in, grabs it, doesn't pour it down your mouth, just like cracks it over your face.
It just gives you the glass and everything.
Just like smashes it. Like there's shards of glass in Kork's skin.
You're stabilized, but you take 1 point of slashing damage because the
Yeah.
glass gets on your
So,
face.
how many? What's your distribution of healing potions? Is it mostly all? Do you have any serious ones?
I have one that's 44 plus 4.
Yeah. And how many
I
of the other
have
ones?
2 that's 2d4 plus 2, and I have 3 cure light wounds. So
You have 6. So let's see. It's a 1. So it's the most powerful one. It grabbed the most powerful
Yeah.
one. I mean, I imagine it would have just grabbed whichever one was on your belt, and there were 6
it's
of
like,
them to choose
oh,
from.
shit,
And so it
crush.
just grabbed, and by the dice, you grab the first one, and so that's the most
it grabbed the
powerful one.
pretty one.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. It's funny as well.
Cool.
Yeah,
so roll
so-
roll your healing.
4. 13.
Cool. Kork, you are not dead. You have 13 hit points. You're the same as Finn's
Hell yeah.
initiative.
As this is happening,
Yeah.
I think Daquan's just like, this reminds me. Remember when we were back on that boat and we faced that giant insectoid creature? This is kind of like that. Remember, Korek, when you were by yourself and I jumped out the window? God, I wish there was a window right now.
Yeah. That's really good. Totally inspiration, yeah.
Nice.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
So I'm going to cast I'm going to cast another chromatic orb lightning with advantage at this creature, higher level, second level. Boop.
Yeah.
20 again.
You got it.
So there's this much plus
14.
another d8. Okay, I'm gonna spend a sorcery point to reroll that die.
Okay.
Computer says no.
All right. It's got 14 HP left. Cool. Now it's the extra soldiers' turns. Two attacks. Both of those hit. Both of those do, I guess it's 7 points of damage, which is 14 exactly, which is exactly how much HP it has left over here. And it dies. Killed by the blows of the Blackwell militia. So good job, everybody. Like it gets stabbed down, and it sluggishly tries to like strike again, and they eventually just overwhelm it as it gets stabbed down, and everyone's just literally dead or unconscious right now.
I go over and I take a potion that I think Bashko has, and it's kind of like pop the cork and just dip it and pull it in their mouth. I don't look to see if they're swallowing. I just tip it up and pull it down.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense actually.
And then Bosco drowns.
I never learned how to swallow.
Okay, slow. Yeah, the slot has fallen. There's plenty of bad things that are happening though. Two of you are infected with the phage. But everyone else, take your healing potions.
It was 2d.
Because we're out of initiative.
Is the is the
If you have the phage, you can't heal.
Well,
Oh,
You might be.
No, you're right.
I was allowed to be stabilized.
You have to rally.
can be stabilized.
I
but you can't heal.
Nope,
Mm.
that's right. Wasted beautiful healing potion and the perfect roll in it too, and I heal 0. It's good. So, but you can stabilize me if you make any effort to do so.
Does the potion stabilizer? Let him.
Yeah, as in like it does. You don't have to take any death saving throws, correct? But it just doesn't give you any healing.
Okay, so I don't just literally drown on the potions. Good.
No.
That's right.
Right into my lungs.
Right. So Korek, being probably the most knowledgeable living individual about what's happening, is that you could probably confer that, unless the disease is the thing causing the reduction of healing.
Mhm.
It's called, it's called the Chaos Phage. It would have to be removed. And if the disease reduces the target's hit point maximum to 0, you transform immediately into a red slot.
But it did not do that.
Yeah, unless you can have the ability to cast 3rd level spells. If you do, you get transformed into a green slot.
Wow, that's great. Except no.
So, what's the play? Daquan and Korek are the ones alive. The rest of the guards are coming in and they're just like looking around, being like, "What the fuck?" There were the elementals just lumbering there, made out of pews and earth underneath the chapel here.
I'm gonna like tap it and like saying like Primordial, you did good. You did good. Get me the gem from the skull. And I'm gonna walk over to Quarek and just be like, so, why aren't they waking up? What's wrong with them?
Yeah.
They, if we don't do something soon, they'll turn into one of those.
Like
yeah.
you.
Let's see. I can't share this image, but yeah. Embedded in its brain, the Earth Elemental pulls out a giant, like, heart-sized blue sapphire, a Slod control gem.
Well, we have that. Perhaps we can use it to use some kind of potion. Like, given that you said like I have some knowledge about it, would I know that like using a piece of the slot or using the gem in some kind of like ritualistic thing might be able to like cure it or anything?
So,
or
yes, what you would know is that killing a Slod, you've killed a Slod, but you have killed its representation on this plane. Its essence actually goes back to sort of primordial. So it could rematerialize and kind of recombine again, but having control of its gem is, if you could ever find this Slod, you have control. It must obey the creature that has the gem of its brain.
Yeah, so I just kind of have this. And I guess it's like a big like palm fist.
Yeah, so basically you could control this Slod should you ever find it, but you have to find it in another plane again.
Well, I don't really fancy going back to the elemental plane. I've been there once, I want to go there again. Let's just leave that history lesson for that.
The elemental plane.
Let's just say there's a story to why I can do what I can do.
Okay.
Let's get them into beds, and then we can find what to do.
Right. So there's a library, and there's like a little bit of like a research, a scriptum sort of here around with various texts about Heronius lore that might be beneficial. But otherwise, like, yeah, no one really has ever really encountered a Slod. They just know that the shits. They've heard stories that these things are infectious, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they know that you two are infectious, and they're not sure what to do. The question here is like the town's kind of thinking about just throwing them out to sea, rather than risk anything.
If they attempt to do anything like that, I'm just gonna have, because I can do it non-verbally, just mentally. I'm just gonna have the Earth Elemental, because I think it lasts for like an hour.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have the Earth Elemental like behind me.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna be like, that is not a good idea.
All right.
Every time like they try and do something.
Yeah.
Well, we can't have any more of these things popping up. What are we gonna do?
We defeated that thing. We have defeated it. You can give us a few hours.
Okay.
If it wasn't for us, you'd never know that thing was gonna be out here in the first place.
A few hours is what is the most you're going to get.
That's fair.
Okay. So you have a few hours to figure out what you can do to stop this phage.
I'm going to I'm gonna say to you, Bosco. Not really. I'm gonna say to you, Corrick. I don't know. I'm not really one for the whole library thing. That's normally Finney's expertise. But if you can go there, I can try and do something I haven't done in a long time and see if it works. Communion. What a thing I could do.
Okay. I'll go to the library then. See what I can.
Okay. Is your intention to try to find some sort of solution to cure this thing?
Yes.
Right. Well, you know that because the father was sick, they had a bunch of lesser restoration potions.
Mm-hmm.
But you do know that probably won't fix the term. Yeah, long term. But you do know that would probably prevent any change for a day or whatever. Like when you would normally go to 0 and turn into a slot, it would just go less restoration, nope, and then just. But you have to do that every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like it won't. It only can cure the symptoms. It would never actually cure the thing.
Yeah, we need a greater
Your-
restoration, right?
Yeah. I think a paladin's lay on hands works a little bit differently.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would also be sufficient. Because the way you cure is different than just a less restoration.
Yeah.
I think it says it just could cure any disease.
Is that what it said?
It says the same thing as
Oh, it's
less restoration was.
Oh,
Yeah,
never
they
mind
just
then.
they
Okay.
cure disease.
Yeah, but this is the chaos phage, which I think says it's a little bit different.
Greater restoration.
But I might be getting rules bleed from different editions.
It just says
Okay.
disease called chaos phage.
Yeah. Chaos phage probably isn't in the dictionary. No, it's not. That's cool.
That means you get to decide, Eric.
Looking at so they have their bone hooks. Transforms into a slod. Let's see, looking for anything about them that can mean anything. Nope. Okay. Yep. So I get to decide. I think. Here's the answer. Korik, because you are cursed, because you work with weird diseases about limbo states and healing and these things, I think you do have the knowledge, but I think you would probably require a ritual and have to bless these lesser restoration potions to work. I think that's probably
Okay.
the trick here,
Okay.
right? I basically call in for a divine intervention on these lesser
Mhm.
restoration potions, because I
Mhm.
think you have an affinity for it because you are cursed.
I too am in between life and death.
Yeah. And so you have, I think, sacred knowledge upon these sort of curses and diseases. So, yeah. So what I would say is either, yeah, I think you have to either consecrate them on this altar here, or just like make some sort of like performance check or something like that, or just
Mhm.
roleplay it. But I think something in there is sort of the action that happens, right?
Yeah.
What do you think? Whatever you feel like doing.
Yeah, let's do a. I don't know. I don't really know. Okay, we're just gonna roleplay. I'm going to take the potions, and I'm gonna put them in that bowl that's on the altar there.
Uh-huh.
So Cork looks like just standing up here, I guess. And he's gonna like pull his hands out and begin to like, I guess, pray to Istis and ask for like her like intervention in the like webs of fate.
Sure. Yeah. And I think yeah, they hear your prayer, and your potions begin to turn like a silvery red, like there's sort of like glimmering, sort of like Goldschlager, like specks of things inside the potions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. Thanks. Yeah. That means you can restore Bajko and Finny with both those potions.
Hell yeah.
But then but that's a restoration. They still need healing potions too.
Mm-hmm. I have plenty of healing potions.
Yeah.
I had one
so
healing potion and it didn't work.
You just have a bandolier of healing potions. Yeah.
I use my I give them each a healing potion. That's 2d4 plus 2.
Okay. Yeah. So
I didn't roll nearly as well this time, but at least I'm not dead. I am, however, exhausted. Is there anywhere on this character sheet that you can notate
Look at what I
exhaustion?
rolled.
At least you woke up.
yeah. Well, you woke up.
It's +2, right?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
So, question though, Eric,
yeah.
for this disease, is our hit point max down 10 forever, or does it go back to normal?
No, it recovers with the
Okay.
recession of the disease.
Cool. Okay. Not 236 hit point maximum.
That's
I
good.
wish.
Right. I think the town can sort of like sees this, and probably Korik, you're able to explain a little bit, being like, no, like this, they've been blessed, and they can kind of see that the phage has disappeared, and they're gone, and I think they're gonna ask you, right, Korik? I think the whole kind of the people around the town here are going to ask you, like, what, how did you know to do that?
I say, well, obviously, like, they can see that I'm like slimy, gross fish man, and so I'm just gonna say, like, I also sit between the states of life and death, and my connection to the fates allowed me to restore them to their like healthy states of being.
Before Blackwell is in your debt.
Of course.
Yeah. So
In the background, I'm downing another one of my healing potions.
just chugging it. Yeah.
Good.
Just chugging healing potions.
It's just, yeah, bottoms up, bros. I'll drink to that.
Bajko is
Yeah.
just kind of sitting there, like he's like managed to sit up, but like his legs are splayed out, and he's like supporting himself with his like warhammer, with like the head of the warhammer on the ground, and he's like just holding onto it. He's kind of panting, with his 6 hit points, because he doesn't have any more healing potions, and he's not gonna ask. So he just kind of looks really rough.
Well, the good news is that if you wanted to rest and stuff, you totally could. But the mystery of where this came from, why this thing happened, is abound. And we kind of have other things that we also wanted to do today too.
Yeah.
Or other things at Fort Blackwell.
Yeah. Can I use leverage at Blackwell to get us some weapons for the ship?
Yeah. You wanted to outfit yourselves. That was definitely one of the things I was thinking about. So, to have weapons on your ship, I said that you have the option of either the way you have space, you have stuff on your foredeck and your aft deck that could have space for your for some sort of weaponry. Based on the size and ammunition requirements, you can either have 2 ballista, and ballista in this game, just so you know, they're 500 gold apiece. They do 3d8 damage. They have a range of 120 feet, and only really need 1 person to use them. Or you could get a light bombard cannon, and this is sort of like your like a little, I think what's called a Perrier, I think is what the Wikipedia told me. It's like one of those short little tiny cannons. You could hold one of those on either your fore or back deck as well, but that does 3d10 points of damage. Crits on a ×3 instead of a 19 or 20, but it takes 4 people to operate. Like a quarter of your Marines would basically be dedicated to firing the cannon. So you could either have 2 people on so either have like 2 like basically like giant crossbows, right? Like 2 giant ballistas on your ship on the fore and aft deck, or you could have 1 cannon on either your fore or aft deck. But between the ammo and everything like that, there's just not enough space for a ballista as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Due to tonnage.
While we were doing they're doing this, I'm gonna go to the markets and find like a jewelry seller. And I'm probably since like been over like an hour or something, so my elemental disappeared. But I want to like say goodbye and stuff. But I'm gonna go to a jewelry seller, not tell them like what this is, and just say this is a very rare and priceless jewel, and see how much I can get for it.
Yeah. I mean, Fort Blackwell doesn't really have a jewelry seller in that kind of regard. They would prefer to you to go to Sassarin to sell that. They don't have the money for anything like that. That's way. They would tell you the Witch Wardens would probably want that.
The what?
The Witch Wardens. The Weejas.
The people that
Weejas
I work-
Inquisitors.
Yeah,
Oh,
that I
right,
was
right,
working
right.
alongside.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
The ones who are currently have the known exploded Shadow Pearl that they're analyzing.
Oh, right, yeah. I mean, it's not gonna pay me. I'm just gonna yoink.
Yeah, no. I mean, like the best they could give you is like, I think for this place the best that you could do is about 2,000 gold, which is like way underneath it. But like that's all they have available, right? Like they can't. They're like, no, you need to go to Sassarin for that kind of like good shit. Like we're a small little town. Like you want to go to the big city to sell something like that.
Well, at least they're honest. I nicely walk away.
Yeah. You know what? No, I just realized. Wait, no, that's right. No, you're right. Okay. I just didn't give you an additional opportunity, an additional weapon. Because I did misspeak. I thought a Bombard Light is a medium or heavy mounted weapon, but it's not. It's a light mounted weapon. They don't have great cannons here, but they do have a catapult that could outfit you with as well. But that you can only have one. So this is what actually has happened. You can have 2 ballista on your ship. You could have 2 cannons on your ship. That's where I misspoke because I thought it was heavy. Or you could have 1 catapult on your ship.
Mm-hmm.
Cannons might be bad.
Do we have the money to afford 2 cannons?
Can I?
Each cannon is 2,000 gold.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Do we have 4,000 gold?
I do.
I mean, it's your shit.
Yeah, no, I definitely have the money for it. How
Can I
much is
buy-
That's an expensive refit, but yeah.
What,
Yeah.
Court?
Can I vie like, because they said the city is indebted to you. Can I vie to have them at least buy us 1 cannon?
No, no, they won't.
What?
They will not gift you a cannon.
Can
They
I
know the
reduce the
price.
price
No.
of the cannon?
No, they just
Good
no.
try.
They're not actually monetarily indebted to you.
They just
that
give
was
you a
a-
lollipop.
That was just
That's
a
what
nice
it
thing to
sounded
say.
like to me.
No, that's just a nice thing for them to
Listen,
say. No,
we can
this is the
summon
truth.
another
The truth.
fraud for you.
No, I feel it. Maybe this is interesting. Maybe the truth is here. It comes out being like, no, they thank you for what you've done, but like we're not, we're not the type of people who are going to be bending over backwards or anything to people like that. We're not the type of people who these are freebooters. These are merchants.
They're like, excuse me, our town's guard got the killing blow, so
Yeah.
really, why do we even need your help?
Right.
I'm about to bury this gem and let
Vinny-
this thing come back.
Vinny looks at all of you and he's like, you should have let me turn into a slad.
Yeah. They go into quarreling and bickering. That it's not a. Yeah.
There's no
The
any
once
persuasion
again,
I could do.
Not really. They're not going to buy you anything here. Like that's off the table. You could persuade
No,
them
to
for
like
other
reduce
things.
the price. To like reduce the price a bit. Like
Um,
a bundle sale.
Like sweet talk 'em.
Yeah, I think you might be able to knock maybe 10% off on a really good
Just
roll.
regular haggling.
Yeah, just regular haggling.
It's not, well, I'm giving you that the in your debt thing might be like a very vague thing of just like up to at most 10%. Let's say this whole thing that'd be like, whatever, you guys are just mercenaries. Then here's your little rebate, whatever.
I'm gonna go to a secret place in this area, bury this gem, and let this slag come back here. You're just mercenary. Fuck you.
Just digging this mercenary in my ass. Just
Okay, so we got.
Well, I crit fail.
well, yeah. So
It's
everything.
actually 10% extra.
No, they wouldn't do that to you. But yeah, let's say your goodwill for saving the town is used up for sure in the
They catch me
conversation.
digging.
Yeah, they catch you digging. That's exactly what they do. Thank you.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Nothing. Put the jet back in my pocket.
This isn't where I parked my
Um,
ship.
Is this not the dock?
Yeah. So
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna go up. I'm just gonna be like, I got this, don't worry, it's my ship. And I'm gonna like go into my bag of holding and I'm gonna heft out 1,000 gold pieces.
1,000.
1,000 gold pieces.
Okay. That gets you one half of a cannon.
And it's 2,000, right? You said?
It's 2,000 per cannon. Yes.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna hand over 1,000. 100 platinum pieces is 1,000 gold
Yeah.
pieces, right?
Yep.
So yeah, I'm gonna hand over 100 platinum pieces.
Sure. So
I'll
there's
take
a
that.
big old stack of gold, a little stack of platinum.
Anybody want to go half on the second one? No, just me. Okay.
Finny looks at you and is like, "With what money, Daquan? You haven't paid us."
I hand Daquan 1 platinum piece and I say that's all I got, man.
Thank you. He pockets it and he pockets it in his own pocket and then goes into his fucking thing.
Just so you know, this is what's happening. You're not just like there's not like yield cannon shop. What you're doing here is that this is an improved transaction by the governess. But
Yeah.
it's actually a deal between basically like a kind of like a washed up freebooter being like, this isn't for me. I'm trying to like, I'm actually getting like selling the ship and stuff. And you're like, you can't, and they're asking for like, 20,000 or whatever for the ship. But you're like, can I just buy
Yeah.
the cannons? And they're like, not really. And then like a day later, you're like, all right, fine, I'll sell you the cannons. Kind of like they
Yeah,
need the money.
I think we were talking
So,
like
they're
some kind
doing
of like
this, right?
Dark Master or like Craftsman or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, you don't get it. No one here has the skill, especially in Fort Blackwell, to actually construct a cannon. All you can do is basically cannibalize someone else's cannon. And
Yeah.
It just so happens
Okay,
that
then.
another ship was in, and that basically, or like they just been moored here forever because they're just been, whatever. He's had bad luck, something happened to the crew, something happened to the ship that basically the ship's kind of totaled. And rather than try to like spend all the money to get it repaired, the dude's just gonna squander it away, or something like that kind of. It's just a situation like that, right? And so you just get, so you still have to pay for the cannons, but they're getting refitted onto your ship from another ship.
Okay. Yeah, and then I hand the guy another 200 platinum pieces.
Yeah, for the other. Okay.
Yeah, Daquan was fucking balling. Remember that chest no one went back for? Daquan went back for that shit.
Yeah.
Like ages ago.
Finny turned away money. She doesn't care.
That's
She's
true. He was
living
like,
a better life.
It's true.
Cork is both jealous and beyond money at the same time. So
Boschko has more money than he knows what to do with, but also I feel like Daquan would never ask Boschko for money. Like he wasn't even like he's not high enough in the hierarchy to be at this negotiation table.
I don't think Daquan thinks you have money.
Right? No, I mean that's actually pretty accurate. It's pretty surprising that he has any money. I mean, he's got 100 platinum pieces, but he doesn't really understand what that means.
Nice, I love it. Yeah, and then I just kind of like do that. I'm like, oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt me. That hurt real bad. Oh.
Come on. I got something to wash
You're
it
a-
down. And he gives you
You're a pirate. You'll get more in a day.
as part of the celebration, this captain that you're working with here will open a bottle. It's called the Green Man. It's kind of like a good whiskey. It's a
Nice,
local. Yeah.
Definitely drink that after the pain I just felt.
As a little thank you. And hope these babies will serve you better than they served me.
Wait, did these people come with cannonballs? And I think that's
Yeah.
like the scene cut.
Yeah, exactly. It does. No, but there's some other things here because like it's not just gonna be like wave your fingers, you get the cannons. I'm not gonna make you do like construction checks or anything like that. Like that's what I'm talking about. There's just we have a couple weeks to get these things ready to go, right? Because it's not as easy as just getting a cannon like and just plopping it down, right? It's gonna take a little bit of time to install them correctly because otherwise you don't want cannons rolling off your ship. You don't want them like to just fire once and then just fall apart. You know, there's things that you got to do. So there's just that sort of refitting is going to take a little bit of time. So while that's happening, we can do I will update the calendar, but we have about 2 weeks of time. That's engaging to anybody because I know we probably want to look at the library for other things, right? Also, if you guys wanted to drum up market research for other trading things, if you want to find out about incoming and outgoing ships for raiding, if you want to be a pirate, if you want to sort of be like a privateer and go after pirates, that's also an option, right? There's a couple extra things, and I can kind of explain a little bit of what we see on the map out here too, if that's all interesting.
Well, Bajko really, I mean, he's very single-minded, and we're getting on this ship so that we can, chase down Vantis.
Yeah.
And so, he's gonna spend some of his time still on the ship, trying to get used to being on a ship so he can be the most useful as possible. But the rest of his time, he's going to be like asking questions about the Scarlet Brotherhood and about Vantis and anything that he could possibly get to point us in the right direction. Because right now, basically, we have out to sea, and that is huge. And this trip from Sassarine to Fort Blackwell has really shown him just exactly how huge that really is.
Yeah, this is a big world. Yeah,
and he's a little intimidated by that, but also he has a purpose.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, I don't care how fucking big this world is. I'm coming for you, kind of thing. Yeah. Right. Yeah, totally. The increased adversity and size of things just makes you even want it even more.
It means that he has to narrow his focus down so that he can definitely find it.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's awesome. Can you make a quick persuasion or maybe investigation charisma, right? Just representing sort of you're hanging out with people.
Persuasion is terrible. Investigation is worse. Okay.
You're not proficient as a sailor either, because technically you could just be kind of sailor chatter charisma as well, but kind of like a Circle Z kind of thing, but not really.
Yeah, but I'm learning how to do that. Oh god.
Oh no, my god, that's perfect. That's amazing. That's a 1. That's a natural
bar fight. The very first thing.
A lot of bar fights.
No,
one continuous bar fight.
This entire 2-week period.
Right.
Is
you don't. So us as players know this is wrong, right? But Bajko does not. Bajko gets wind that someone of Vanthis's description has been going around some ruins called Tamoacan. And a one-eyed elf mariner gives you this little tidbit.
Sounds very trustworthy. One-eyed elves all the time.
In fact, this is he gives you a map as well to this place, and tells you that.
Does he charge me too much for this map?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I love the idea that he sold you this map too. Let's say let's just do a quick 3d10 gold. Yes, for a low price of 16 gold.
I'll pay it 100%, 100%
right.
pay it.
You have a map to some ruins.
So proud to just have all this money.
Some ruins in the great ruined city of Tamoacan, which is sort of like a it's kind of appropriative Aztec, or Mayan, kind of early Central American kind of culture.
I guess that from the name.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So after I've been in all of my bar fights and come back, I'm so proud of myself for having bought this map, and I'll tell everybody about it.
Yeah. Not only
I think I have a lead. We need to go to Hamoja.
you say that to the whole group.
Yeah.
Can Finny look at this map and tell that it's a piece of shit?
No,
I
it's
feel
not
like
a piece
it
of
is a
shit.
legit map. It's
It is
just
a
the
legit-
line.
No, I mean that like Tomoa can like it would that it's just ruined. Like would she know the history of that place? Like that know
Oh.
that like yeah, the map's legit. It is a map of there, but like there's nothing
Well,
there.
and it's ruins.
No, there
but
were
the-
things there.
Okay.
Think of it as have you all know anything about Chult and Tomb of Annihilation stuff at all?
Yeah. Mhm.
If I say Lost City of Ormu,
Okay.
kinda
Yeah,
thing.
got you. I'm on the right.
right?
Yeah.
Like jungle, like think jungle reclaimed ancient capital, where like a lot of
Cool.
people have explored there. There's plenty of things that probably have not been found. There's plenty of danger, as well as but people have been there before, and there are things to find out. It's not just like a tourist trap, or it's not
Cool,
just
cool, cool.
it's not just like Mount Rushmore. It's a
Yeah,
big
that's what I
place,
was
right?
getting at. Like, would it be that kind of place, and would Finny know that? But okay, Finny would
Yeah.
probably go with you.
You-
I mean, ruins. She's literally an anthropologist. That's right
There
up
is,
her.
yeah. So there's another thing that I want to add for Bashka, right? It's not just like, oh, here's a map. The guy mentions that Vanthus is going after a treasure, and it's some sort of idol, and that apparently the idol is important, and that the idol is guarded by a wretched creature with an eight-legged lizard creature that can turn men to stone.
Cool. Yeah, I
Then
don't
he's
know
not
about
going
basilisks.
anymore.
Yeah, that's so like that's what we hear. That's in around Tomoacan.
Yeah, Finny's
Uh,
not going anymore.
I'm very excited about this. I start making plans about how
She
we're
does
gonna
make
avoid-
sure she does look at Daquan and Quark and look at both of them and go with him.
Well, I mean, it's like a long ways away. We need to take the boat there. It's not like I can just jaunt over there during the 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Cool.
Are we going to take the boat
there's-
all the? Wait, where are we at? Oh, I was looking that we were still in Sassurin. Never mind. It is.
Yeah,
the
no,
boat
we're
would be
at
better.
Port Blackwater.
Sorry.
There's
I
some
mean,
other-
even still, there's
Yeah.
no way I would make that trip on foot.
Yeah. because you rolled a 1 and I love dramatic irony and stuff like that. I think there's probably the moment when you're like leaving the bar and stuff, like there's the one-eyed sailor and stuff is just kind of says something in abyssal under their tongue. It says perfect.
Oh God, I wish I was there. I could have heard that and understood it.
Right?
I mean, after the first 3 bar fights, you're like, Bashko, just do your thing. Whatever. I'll heal you
Do
when
what
you get back.
wanna do. Over these 2 weeks, did that cleric did Ural survive? Because that was the whole thing. I was going to revive him. And did his sister or wife? I can't remember what you said she was. Did she survive that cleric?
Oh no, she's dead.
She's because she rolled a save and a fail.
Oh,
so
I never
she-
finished. Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry. You're right. I never actually finished the saving
Well, because
throw.
it ended like right after you did it, so
Yeah,
I don't know if anyone
well,
might have
let-
revived her.
I think the
I think
answer.
they would have.
Yeah,
I
they
feel
totally
like
would
they
have.
would have.
They totally would have. But the answer here is it's as long as I don't roll a 1 on this next check, right? They have to do 1 more saving throw, right?
Okay,
Before somebody
cool.
can get to them. So let's just say whether if it's a 1, they're dead. 'Cause they
Okay,
take 2
yeah, that's totally fair.
So they're alive and they get recovered. So they recover. They come back.
Well, before we take off to go to Moacan or wherever we decide to go, she
Yeah.
wants to go visit her. Finny wants to go visit that woman.
Totally. I mean, did you not also want to go to the library? You have like 2 weeks or so. So like, there's plenty of time. In fact, like the funeral is going to be here for the pastor. Like, there's a lot of things that can happen here.
I mean, I'm sure there's other things Finny would do, but that's what's on Katie's mind right now. So,
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
and I want everyone else to do what they want to do too. Yeah, she basically wants to go find her. She never even got her name. Like, she wants, of course, she's going to introduce herself and find out what her name is.
Sure.
And she's going to ask how the hell Ural got this. Did he chow down on this stone? Like, what happened?
Her name's Mina, by the way.
Mina, is she his brother, his sister?
Yeah. Let's go with that.
Cool.
Yeah. So, she doesn't know how this happened. Sincerely. But she doesn't also. So she kind of like retells you everything that's kind of like happened to get an idea. I just want to find the. That they don't know what could have caused. Like they haven't dealt with Slod or anything like that before. It's not like this should have been something like, oh yeah, of course, I can immediately trace it back to the time when we went to that Slod merchant and we're like, we should have eggs, or whatever. It's not like that.
Yeah.
Right? Instead, rather, they think that they might have been, she thinks that maybe someone snuck in or something and tried to poison them or something. Right? Like they're not exactly sure.
She asked her if she has he had any enemies. Yeah, anyone who would benefit from this.
Yep.
Because that's a pretty convoluted attack. Like than just sinking in and slitting someone's throat. That's pretty. A lot of work for payoff.
They do mention there is somewhere around the peninsula of Fort Blackwell. There's a cave that used to be used by smugglers that's been taken over by some Fey creatures, and they did run afoul with this Fey creature a long time ago. They're a group called Red Caps. And they're run by, I'm just going to copy and paste this thing because I'm going to butcher the hell out of this. Kabuter Kahneman. Kabuter Manaki. That's the name.
Never say that correctly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kabuter Manaki is the name of the Red Cap. They don't, but like.
And when you say red caps, you mean like the little
evil,
gnome?
yeah, the evil gnomes.
Are they gnomes or dwarves? They're gnomes, right?
I mean, they're technically Fey, so I don't know.
Well,
I mean, neither, but yeah.
They're the size of gnome. Okay.
Yeah,
cool. I know. I just want to make sure that's what you're talking, because I know what you mean. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, that doesn't really fit the MO, but like Red Caps are evil, and an evil convoluted
they also
plan.
like chaos.
Yeah, exactly. An evil convoluted plan doesn't seem too far-fetched, but also seems like how the hell would they get a hands on a slot? That seems kind of weird.
Yeah.
So like,
okay,
there's a lot, there's missing pieces, but that is the valid lead to that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll just copy and paste that and put that kind of on the map somewhere, sort of like a vague.
Yeah, if you could just mark where that cave is. I got the other information, but if you could just mark where the cave is, that'd be Gucci.
Yeah.
Did our in-house herbalist manage to get any supplies so we can start making potions for us?
In-house, what was that?
In-house herbalist, the guy that I say from the rats.
Oh yeah. To get supplies for potions.
Yeah,
Poisoner?
like potions and stuff.
Yeah, I mean poisoner.
Poisoner.
I mean, a
Yeah,
difference between a poisoner and alchemist is ethics,
True.
which this person has none, so that's fine.
Even better.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I feel like, did we mention you're giving them supplies or not?
I don't know, but I would have.
Sure.
I think
we have this scene being like, look, I'm working what I can. Yeah, like I was able to make a little bit of sea urchin venom, but the problem is that like I'm working with scraps here. I don't have enough space. The ship is full. Like, look, like we just unloaded some of those goods in cargo. Like, listen. If I can take over a little bit of extra space here, I could work. I could expand the workshop. I could get you more things. Basically, right now you have 2 spaces of your ship that are kind of free. He's offering that if he can take over one of those spaces, he could kind of give you more supplies on a regular basis. But that means there's less chance for hauling booty and trading and all that kind of stuff, right? Like you're gonna occupy one of those spaces on your ship. That's the trade-off, you're a captain. How do you want to? What do you want to do? Are you a research vessel?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like most of our time is going to be out searching. So the only time we're going to need to go back to a ship, to a port, is when we're going to need to like repair, and then we can do like up jobs. I think so. Yeah, I think giving him a space is more beneficial, just because of how much shit we get into.
Yeah. Things that they can provide. They can make sure that, for example, like you won't get poisoned or scurvy from your food. Like they'll make sure that they can add tinctures and things to your herb blends to your meals, so that you don't get like getting all your vitamins and that kind of thing, right? They can make sure that they can probably make on an infrequent basis certain potions if you request them, but otherwise like once a week or so you can get like a random potion. They're kind of like tinkering on with what they got, right?
Okay, nice.
Does that sound
Anything to-
reasonable?
Anything to help with that? Like if we fight a monster or something like that, giving them like materials and shit.
Yeah,
does that
absolutely.
help?
If you wanted to be like, if you give me shark teeth or whatever, and you want me to give you and make like a tincture of shark bane so we can coat our cannon shells in anti-shark magic stuff, right? Then, and do extra damage to sharks.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Like that's exactly what an alchemist could do, right?
Okay.
But it
Okay, yeah.
means that on a continual basis, you have one less slot on your ship for things, right?
Me as the captain now. I'm totally happy with that. I would even tell him about the Slod corpse in case he wants to take some kind of samples and
Nope.
stuff from that.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. They're like, I don't mess with that stuff. Nope. Weird shape changing chaos things. Nope.
That's fair. Okay. Enough of that with the rats, I guess. But yeah, so do we need to pay these people?
Yeah, it's considered. Let me actually go to the start screen here. So
It's our upkeep, isn't it?
it's been 2 weeks since we've done. So it is the 3rd of Moon Day, of Good Month. But we're gonna do 2 weeks, which means we're gonna go to the 17th.
My favorite day of the week.
You have
Moon
1,
Day.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 12 days before everyone expects to get paid.
Okay, and how much is that?
It's gonna be 100 gold.
Oh, that's okay.
100 gold a month. Every month is 100 gold to everybody.
Okay.
I think
good.
Vinny would pitch in for that half
Yeah.
for sure. Whenever it was time for payday, she would definitely help you half pay the staff.
That's
Yeah.
very convenient because technically, as part of the crew, you should be getting paid as well.
She didn't expect it. Don't worry.
Okay. You're paying your employer.
Yeah. She
You're working
knows.
for
Katie-
exposure.
Katie
You're working
also
for
didn't expect to
exposure.
be paid.
Okay. All right.
Yep, working for exposure of a job she didn't
Uh,
even want. She didn't want this responsibility.
Classic.
It's like
Okay.
it's like the unpaid internship from hell.
Yeah.
Oh yes, definitely.
Very much so.
We're good for months. Let me just
Yeah.
put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Where is on what side, Eric? Before we go any further,
Yeah.
what side is that cave on? The left or the right of this
The left.
peninsula?
the left. Sorry. It's
Okay.
underneath. It's between a coastal village that is possible that is a possible target for raiding by yourselves. And there's also the mouth of a river, which if you guys ever sail to, you could get extra, like, if you ever run low on supplies and stuff, you could always just sail there to get extra water and stuff. If you
I
want to go
think
back
she
to
would
Fort Blackwell.
She would bring up going there before they went to Mohican.
Yeah.
She'd explain what all that Mina told her to Daquan.
So,
there
yeah.
were these little asshole fey creatures.
In terms of, like,
Mhm.
so the way sailing works is that people like to sail near the coast. Like, that's normally, like, it's nice because you always know where you are. It's really hard to get lost. Right? So, like, that's nice, but it costs you supplies to travel. And I think I had one idea for how I wanted to do supplies, but I'm actually from last week, but I was actually wanted to change it this time, and that each week it just costs you supplies. So the idea is that since, like, the basis of journey travel is a week, just if you go 2 weeks, it costs you 2 things of supplies. If you want, you could spend some time during that week trying to, like, just make do with, like, fishing or, like, scavenging and stuff like that for supplies. If you wanted to raid a town, you could raid it for supplies, or, like, go there and try to trade with them, or, like, maybe, like, if they have a quest or something, you could do that for them. Whatever you want to do. It's kind of like, like Assassin's Creeding this shit. All right, like, you
Yeah,
can.
I think
But the idea is that
knowing
you need supplies to keep going, but to do that means you need to interact with things.
I think knowing that cave is like right next to the mouth of the river.
Yeah.
She would bring that, we can go just have a little peek, see what's going on, because that is not, say what you want. That's not normal that that might have happened, that these red caps might have given this man a slot egg or whatever. And then worst come, if it needs to, we haven't wasted a trip. We're still going to Tomoacan. We can get some supplies from the fresh water.
Good question.
Yeah, I mean, it's technically on the way. so
It's all of it's on the way. Yeah.
Boschko's not going. Boschko might complain that it's going to take longer and we might miss him, but overall, it's on the way, so he's not going to really put up a fuss.
A quick question. Does the our paladin or our cleric have great food or war yet? 'Cause that would help immensely. In
You need
Oh.
you need Hero's Feast. I don't think you can create food and water for everybody on a crew
It's
of a
like,
ship.
isn't like 80 pounds of food?
80?
Is that not enough? Yeah, because I think create food and war is like a lot.
That's for
It's
80,
a
that's
third-
80 people
it's- 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of
45
water.
pounds.
then. What?
It can sustain up to 15 humanoids or 5 steeds for 24 hours. The
Okay.
food is bland but nourishing. It spoils if it's not uneaten. The water is clean. It doesn't go bad. So
Okay.
the food would go bad. The water wouldn't. I don't have that. Next level.
Okay.
Oh, next
I
level.
just wondered if
Okay.
you had it.
Do we
It's a
do we
third
level
level.
up after that fight? Just
It's a 3rd level spell.
I mean, technically, yeah. I think it's kind of fair to say that this is the beginning of the now that you've been in Fort Blackwell. Obviously, we still have these 2 weeks to fill in extra little downtime things. So like learning a language, learning profession sailor, that kind of thing. Like or researching Demogorgon, researching other things. Like these are all things we could be doing. Researching, tracking down further leads of Vanthus. You could also doing market research for how to make extra money and funds along the way to keep people paid and supplied. Find out more about pirates, like you can find out about merchant ships to raid. You can find out about pirates to counter them, and kind of be a privateer. You can research, find villages or rumors. You can try to pick up new passengers here in Fort Blackwell who want to go to different places. And just so you know, like here on the screen, there's like 2 ships here: this Dowager Queen and the Sable Drake that are available. Like the Sable Drake is a pirate vessel, the Dowager Queen is a merchant vessel. But then there's the Scarlet Brotherhood blockade down here on these islands off the Omen Peninsula. The problem here is that if you want to go past the Scarlet Brotherhood there, then you're gonna have to thread that blockade. That will open up the Fort Greenrock and the Pirate Isles. Ultimately leading you down further and further down to the Isle of Dread. So this is sort of like the idea of the expanse of the game. So this
the
is
Isle of
this is
Dread. That
this is the
sounds
starting
really
area.
happy and fun. Let's
Yeah.
go there.
Well, that's where
Vacation
Lavinia
anyone?
told you to meet you, eventually. Unfortunately,
Did we not comment on the fact that it's called the Isle of Dread? That seems
No, I think I never told you that. Yeah.
okay.
Well, I think I knew, right? 'Cause I
Whoa.
think I set up the meeting or some shit.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I never told anyone.
I mean, the idea that
I kept
there's-
that one
there's-
secret.
There's Isle of Dread, there's Skull Cove, whatever. It's just it's their branding. It's over.
Pirate names. Look,
Yeah,
we like dead
exactly.
things and cool stuff.
Yeah, that's goth. Pirates are goth.
They are the original goth.
Is there okay? So, I feel like this is a good time to talk amongst ourselves. What do we want to do downtime and strategically? What?
How
what
long
sounds
would it
fun?
take to get to that cave? A week.
Yeah, that would take a week's journey.
Were you still wanting to learn? What were you learning, Korak? Abyssal? Is that what you were
I was
learning?
learning Abyssal.
I think if Korak still wanted to learn, she would be teaching him some more key Abyssal phrases, like where's the bathroom and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Dante is
You always gotta know.
Dante is still fine.
Getting that first semester of Abyssal down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to know how to ask where the bathroom is and how to order food.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. So everyone confers the benefits of a long rest. We should level up if you want as well. But I don't think we're gonna get into any much more combat today. But just in general, that's a
Yeah.
We're congratulations on reaching
But I
level
can do
5.
things when I level.
Yeah.
Sounds so happy about that, Eric. Congratulations, whatever.
Congratulations.
You level
I'll
up.
I'll kill you next level.
If by level 5 you mean
Batman.
Eric's just trying to kill us with every new level.
Yeah. Of course.
accurate. Do we roll for hit points?
Or take the average.
Average of a D12 is 7.
Yes, it's 7. It's 6.5
Uh,
rounded up.
I'll roll it.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh, that's cold. That's nice.
There you go.
Okay. Great.
Perfect.
Did the
That's it.
thing.
Maximum hit points that level.
All right. That just helped a lot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, hey.
I was trying to decide if I wanted to take a level in fighter and like have that narrative about like as Bosch
Yeah.
or Korik teaching her to fight, but also at 5th level I get 3rd level spells. So I
Which
think
we
I'll just go ahead and
need.
go Claire.
Yeah. You get 3rd level spells. It also means that you have the potential, if you ever find another slad, to become a green slad.
Oh yeah!
The
So
dream.
if that ever happens
dream.
again, I can become a green slide
Instead of a
next
red
time.
one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't
get
that-
that diversity.
Yeah. That's what's most important.
What level do you have to be to become a blue slot? Jeez.
Only red slide or green slide can become blue slide. I think. I don't know. It's weird. Slod, red slod and no, I know what it is. Red slod make blue slod. Blue slod make red or green slod. Green make gray or black slod. It's supposed to be confusing because they're primordial chaos creatures.
Fair. Okay. That's
Mm-hmm.
not
It's something
even-
like I don't. Blame.
I don't know why I'm surprised.
Honestly, you should blame Modrons. They're the reason. They're the reason for Slod's existence. Modrons tried to create order in chaos and inadvertently created Slod.
Yep. Well,
I think it's Greyhawk canon. I know it's in other games canon, but whatever.
it is now.
So downtime, we're leveling up, learning our new abilities, getting our new spells. Were we doing any research? Anyone else doing any training or anything?
I would teach Korik some more Abyssal for sure.
Okay. That means that's 4 weeks of training, which is a month, which means you would
Would
achieve.
Daquan teach Finny any more boat lessons?
Yeah, I'm teaching you how to navigate and the navigation tools and how to, not be seasick and all that stuff.
That's not going to be taught, honey.
I'm
Don't
trying.
worry.
I'm trying. God, I'm trying.
Right. So there's a times where you're like sitting in sort of like the classroom in the taverns of being like, look, this is like the simulation of it, and you go on the ship, and like you see you go on the ship, you just immediately throw up. It's just like,
Basically,
I got
yeah.
this. I got this. I don't got this. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
cool.
no. I don't have my book with me.
Okay. So if anyone is continuing what they were training from the previous 2 weeks of downtime, what I was getting is that a month has gone by, which means you've done enough to satisfy the requirements for whatever you were trying to learn.
So does that mean I
I think
You're
you
cut.
just cut out. You just
Have-
You
cut out.
cut.
what?
You're back.
You all broke up for me. My Discord was bad.
I think Discord decided to just sever everyone's connections, but I think you're back.
Oh, does that mean I have proficiency in navigator's tools now? Is that what that meant, Daquan?
Yeah. Is that what you learned?
I don't know. He
uh,
was teaching me to navigate.
Yeah, no, I was
But-
basically teaching. I was basically teaching you vehicle or ship.
Okay.
Water
Yeah.
vehicle.
Cool.
So if you don't, but this is your first time learning it, and you only have 2 weeks. So you need to spend another 2 weeks. So you're like a progress clock of this is 2 out of 4 for you. Because previously I think you were spending it researching, right? Is that right? From last
We
session?
did. I did both. I researched, and Daquan used his time to teach me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. You would gain proficiency with it. That's right. Thank you
And
for.
I was learning it also, but like from the crew, from the following orders perspective instead of the giving orders perspective.
Yeah. But because you guys are in dock, I don't think you need an extra skill check or anything to prove from this complication. So I think we're okay.
Cool.
What?
Alright.
What?
I'll learn it.
What attribute do you use for your ship vehicle, Daquan?
It's a tool, so it depends.
The base one I use is like ship vehicle charisma because I'm ordering people around, and then like intelligence for navigation. But then it just depends on what the DM.
Okay, cool. I just want to know what to put it as a base. Cool.
Sorry, actually, let's see. Let's actually do some things here. We are doing we're not crafting. We are. We're not gambling. Are you researching? No, we're not researching yet. So we are just doing training. Oh, okay, awesome. Can you? Okay, let's start with Bajko. Bajko, could you go ahead and make a newly trained sailor? 14. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yep. You're trained and you avoid any sort of complications on duty. So everyone else who's learned something, besides a language, there's no real complication for learning a language yet.
Also, I went ahead and.
Do you know what level? I'm sorry. Go.
You're so excited.
And you're cutting out super hard. I can't hear. Nope.
No.
We can't hear you at all.
Nope.
No. We heard you for a second and then you just like cut out.
Oh my god,
There.
Discord is like. Give me just a second. I'm gonna restart it.
Yeah.
So I took my ability score improvements at 4th level, and my strength is now 20, and my constitution is 14. So I actually have 46 hit points,
Hey.
which is huge. So
Yeah. Congrats.
good.
That's really good. Cool. Was there anything with Let's see. Okay. Finny needs to make a test for learning how to navigate. So that would be ship vehicles when she's back.
Mm-hmm.
Finny's currently getting back into Discord.
Fanny now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how about in the interim there? Is there anything else we need to do? So we're getting our. The reason why we have the downtime again is because we're getting cannons on our ship. Where you are learning. Everyone's kind of just learning and training up, using their skills. We have enough supplies right now. Let me just double check to see. As I have it right now, we have. So out of your 6 capacity, this is where we're at. We're at 1 capacity. We have a that's being spent on a sack of ship supplies. This is for repairing your ship. 1 capacity for your crew quarters. This is your bull sharks, your green light infantry, your marines. You have 1 capacity for you have 1 sack of crew supplies. So this is like your food and your water and everything. You have 1 set up one set for your passengers, for Kolta and Rowan, and you have 1 set up for your alchemist. So that means you have 1 capacity left open. Discord's update.
Nice.
Was I missing anything?
No, I think that was.
Okay, so you could travel.
that.
Yep. So as long as you travel somewhere where you can get good restock supplies, you would be good for going anywhere in a week. So that would be like the village. That would be to the Kubur Termaniki. I think it's 2 weeks to the freshwater place. And it's 3 weeks to Tamoakin. If you want to go out sailing into the sea, if you want to go after the Dowager Queen, that's going to be 2 weeks. And the same thing with the Sable Drake. Those are 2 weeks expeditions. So the idea, though, is you could always consume supplies going out and just hope that you run into the ship and hope that you capture them because you need those supplies to make it back. And you know what I mean? And so
And,
I will make the space by eating through the space that I need to get there, right?
Unless Finny takes crate food,
Yeah, that's true.
then we're golden.
Yeah. Well, we'll see when Finny gets back. Is there anything else? Any other matters of anything we want to do? Right now is the play going to go to the cave and then get restocked with fresh water?
Sure. I'm fine with that. I think,
All right. It all depends on what we want to do.
I don't know.
That's pretty much what I want to do. So I'm definitely down with that.
Oh,
Do you want to maybe take a break?
Sure. Yeah. So it sounds like Discord's still being poop. So yeah, we will come back then real quick. Okay. All right, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a little bit as Katie gets Discord set up again. So see you in a little bit. All right, everybody, welcome back. Thank you for your patience there. We're dealing with our own a slot infection in our Discord.
Sorry.
We're cursed.
Kels has been turned into a dog, which is totally fair.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty typical. Actually, I usually turn into a cat. This time it's a dog.
It's a dog being pet.
I approve this message.
Oh yeah. Okay.
She's a tiny dog.
All right. So I think the plan here is we had one space left on our ship that we can do something with supplies. Finny, were you taking it your next level? Do you get an additional cantrip? Were you taking Crave Fruit of Water? Or Crave Fruit?
It's not a cantrip, it's a spell.
Oh, it's a level 1 spell?
It's a level 3 spell.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah,
That's why I didn't have it.
That's why it makes so much goddamn food and water.
Yeah, I thought this was a cantrip. It's like, how does a cantrip make so much gosh darn stuff? Yeah, okay.
No,
Yeah.
no. It's
Sure.
a spell. I mean, if Daquan asked her to, she would, because she could, cast it and rest to get the slot back. It's
Well,
up to him.
that's good for every day, except
Hours.
for the day you actually have to go adventure and could use that 3rd level spell slot. That seems fine with me.
She just the water would last, but the food wouldn't.
Yeah, that makes sense.
She could actually cast it twice a day. She has 2.
What kind of food do you make?
It just says bland and flavorless, so I guess it's probably like a lot of soylent kind of food.
It's just my cooking. No, it's just plain spaghetti noodles. No butter.
It's not
plain
even butter and garlic on
Yeah.
them, just
No,
plain
it's-
noodles.
exactly. It's just spaghetti noodles.
Yep.
It's just a table full of just toast.
And she's like, I'll get Hero's Feast eventually. This is just
That's what
learning.
we gotta do. So this is the first. Yeah. So this is the first day we go off. Awesome. Yeah. So
This is Gordon Ramsay Jr. She'll be on Gordon Ramsay, the real Gordon Ramsay Kitchen Nightmares later.
all right. So this is the 17th of Good Month, where we get to go and settle and square off. Then we're not feeling. We're gonna have 1 out of 6 of our ship that's open, right?
Yes, I think so.
We didn't want to pick up any passengers. We didn't want to pick up any supplies. Try to sell.
Did you want to do
somewhere.
some? I mean, it's sort of up to Daquan if he wants. I mean, she's going everything on him. She'll do the market research and stuff, but she doesn't know if they would need to sell anything outside of Sassarin and Fort
We're
Blackwell.
good for money, to be honest. Like, we find like a good merchant place, we can sell that gem and have even more money. Like, we're good for paying the crew for like months, and we got food now, so
Yeah.
I'm all for just chasing after Vanthus.
Yeah, then let's go to the cave.
Okay, cool. So it is the first week of journeying, and it is incredibly slow going. It's a nice day. It's not too hot. In fact, it's kind of chilly for the middle of the year, right, for summer. It's a fair day. The problem is that there's not a cloud in the sky and there's no wind. So to get going means you have to kind of like row and push yourselves through this to like kind of go anywhere. It's kind of just like a really dead week of sailing. It just means that you're you've left Sassarin. There's a little bit of a breeze, right? But then kind of like in the middle of the week or so, things have gone down and it's just been kind of just dead. And you kind of just are just floating there. There's not really, because there's no wind to power your sails unless you like really want to row or anything like that. You're kind of just going to have to eat this week. Unless there's something you guys want to do with wind. Otherwise, it's just, this is the weather.
Wait. Me.
Yeah.
I want to use my feather token.
Okay. Well, I don't think Daquan
go.
knows about the feather token.
Yeah. So Korik is going to go on deck one day, and we're going quite slow, and he's just gonna activate it. He's gonna shout, "Gotta go fast!" And
Diddly-do!
Yeah.
and he's gonna throw it up right behind the sails to make them go.
Yeah, and the feather token gives you a nice breeze. So you get, yep, it gives you an additional 1x speed of movement, which is a 1 at this point, so plus 1x. So you're actually moving at full speed for 8 hours here. which is good.
Nice.
Yeah, so you guys are moving, which means you move this week. There's no like encounters or anything like that to have to roll. Can someone just make me a navigation check?
Sure. Finny, my second mate, help me.
Yeah, I'll help take one for sure, because I would consider this probably going into my lessons as well.
Hmm.
Still learning how to navigate.
Sure.
Have you been asking any questions like why I've been teaching you this or anything?
No,
Oh,
Finny
you
sort of
just
stayed
mixing it.
quiet after you made her first mate because she just doesn't know how to take it.
Oh,
And I mean, she
advantage.
assumes when you made her first
12.
mate that this is why you're teaching her too. You made her first mate. You have to teach her why she's first mate and how to be a first mate.
Okay. I don't know if you want to nice. Teach me all the things. New knowledge, basically, right?
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay. So the week goes by. You guys are just sailing around the coast. You go past a little coastal village. You guys do get there is one small encounter along the way. There's a pod of porpoises. Some dolphins.
Porpoise
Right,
pod.
or porpoises. Yeah, they kind of swim by your ship, and you can see that there's a strange marking on one of the porpoises, like it's like a white teardrop, kind of like birthmark of this pod, and they just go by your ship and go
It's
on.
killed one person.
Yeah. No,
Nobody
it's
will
like
mess
it's
with
like
it
a
in the
large.
pod.
It's like from its tip of
I
its
heard you talk.
snoot to its like blowhole. Like it's the big old top of it is like this big shape.
Okay. Is it
there's a significance to that if somebody might remark.
Yeah, I think Finny definitely would.
Yeah.
That's right up her alley.
Yeah.
Weird.
Like some weird shit.
Cool. Can you make a knowledge- religion?
Religion? Cool.
Yeah.
I can do that. I want to use my inspiration for it.
I'm gonna roll this one.
22.
14.
Okay. So this is what happens. Both of you realize that this is a symbol of Osprey. Osprey is married to another god of the ocean, but she's the ocean of sailors and safe travels. This is a very auspicious thing. Vinny, what you would know, or you have an inclination with a higher roll here of greater than 20, a prayer to Osprey, like seeing their symbol and stuff like that. This is probably a good time to issue prayers and things to Osprey. Usually this a sign like this means that you should give thanks, right?
Yeah, Finny totally does too. She says it's not like an intricate prayer because she doesn't make intricate prayers to Istis either. She's not a very person of intricacies, but she does like bow her head and say a quick like, "Thank you, Osprey, for leading us safely on this journey and keeping us safe and bestowing upon us your good omens." Yeah, I think that's all she says.
Cool. That means the next navigator check you get, whoever has, is considered blessed for it. 1d4. So an additional 1d4 to the roll.
Nice.
Just a one-time blessing. Thanks to the magic of the porpoises. Yep.
Kill it.
Take one.
Yeah.
Load the cannons.
All right. So cave time, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So you guys make it there. It's been a week, so let me mark it down. It's the night of Sunday, the 23rd. As you get into the cove here. My question here is: do you turn off your lights? Is this like a stealth mission in here, or are you just gonna go full blazing?
So before we do this, hold on. Finny looks at the three of you. So I've learned this new thing. If we want to just stay out as far as we can, I can do a little spell and we can just hop on across the water and they'll never see us coming if we just want to, investigate.
What kind
Yes.
of magic are you talking about?
I mean, You'll like it, Boshko. You'll think it's really cool, I promise.
I trust you completely.
Word of death.
I think that it might be easier for us to just, leave the crew here and turn the lights off, make sure that no one sees us, but then the four of us go, and just sneak up. That way, if nothing is going on, we can get away, no problem. And she's going to going to find the nearest bottle of liquor, which I imagine is probably not an expensive one because she doesn't want to hurt Daquan's heart. But, and she's just going to, bite the cork out of it, set the bottle down, and she's going to use the cork to cast Water Walk on the four of us. It's going to take 10 minutes. She's casting it as a ritual, but 10 minutes to spare, then we can go walk on water.
I was literally about to take that, but I'm glad I didn't.
Nice.
I can prepare it. I don't have to keep it forever, so you good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
cast
so
the
she
ritual
cast Water Walk on the four of us.
Yeah.
And if you wanted anyone else to come, Daquan, I can cast it on 6 more people, but I don't know
No.
if you wanted just to be us.
I mean, that's like a squad of your Marines, right?
Mhm.
I mean, the only thing is, if something goes wrong, we're not gonna have many people to do the ship.
That's what I'm thinking too. Like, out of
But if
character,
something-
that's what Katie's thinking.
I mean, but if something goes wrong against all of you, what do you think a squad of Marines on a ship are gonna do?
I mean, we could run away and go back to the ship.
Yeah.
While you were doing that,
They
I
gotta keep
think-
the engine running.
I think that's true. I think Dakin was just like, right, fine, I should do something as well. Everyone gather into a circle, and Daquan's going to do a ritual of water breathing on everyone.
Nice.
Oh, so you can go underwater too. Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Cool. That's really cool. Yeah. So now we have Navy water walking, water breathing Navy SEALs.
Yeah, and Finny carefully climbs down the ladder of the ship, and she touches the water. She's walking on water.
Okay.
And I think it's a little,
This is strange.
it's a little, like, unstable. So she, like, tries to find her balance. And you see her go green because it's still just as sickening as being on the boat.
Yeah. That inspiration.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Daquan jumps off, dives down, and gets his hand on the water and pulls himself up and starts climbing on the water. Now it's just glistening wet in
God.
the silo.
Awesome.
As you do.
Cool. Right. So as you guys go into this place, there's a couple things that come to mind. You can see the lights around this cove that you would think would just be Fae. It looks like there's a small fort here with wooden palisades. You can see sort of low little lights set up, and above it, and sort of kind of flapping in the breeze at this time of the night, it's a really, really dark black red. It's clearly a Scarlet Brotherhood fort here.
Mm.
Yeah, she looks over at the rest of them and her voice low and is like, so maybe it wasn't these red caps. Maybe it was a member of the Scarlet Brotherhood.
Well, from
We
what's
have
been
a
going
lead
on.
closer than we thought.
Indeed. From what's been going on, well, they've been in there, deep of it all. Perhaps we should go say hello. And he puts a hand on his cutlass.
Is this what you want to do? We don't know
Yeah.
how many's in there.
Yeah, based on the size of the fort, this is a fort that maybe at least a crew of an entire ship would be here. So somewhere between 30 to 50 people, right, at the minimum.
I love how we're having a conversation in the middle of the ocean.
Hey, that was the whole point. We're just
I
walking.
know, I
on.
just
We got an
figured it's
hour.
It's just a funny, image. Daquan is gonna says, we need to get information somewhere, and maybe he's been here Otherwise, we go back to the little island. We're stuck back at square one.
Can I do a perception check to see if maybe I see another entrance beside like the front entrance?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Well, notably, if you wanted to water breathe, you could, requiring no perception check, you could probably sneak in and like up through the sides of the dock, right, and come up the piers, creep up the sides. There's definitely like a small ship, roughly maybe 75% the size of the Black Storm. That's sort of like in port here. But you could kind of like sneak aboard that and kind of like sneak to the docks that way. But as far as like other way into this fort, besides the front gate, there's not. It's kind of like a fort that's sort of like horseshoe shaped with like a rock kind of cliff on the other side of it. Like it's not really.
Is
much
it
else to do.
guarded?
There's
Can
like a
we see
main
if it's
gate
guarded?
going from the road. There's also sort of like the docks that you can go in. Like there's two ways in.
Is
Is
this affixed to the cave?
It's affixed to the cave. Yeah.
Okay. So while you're looking,
Make a perception check while Josh is. Yeah.
I was gonna say, while you're looking up, I'm gonna swim down and see if I can find any like caves that might like interlock and go into the actual place that we can sneak in.
Cool.
21.
Okay. Right. So there's nothing above the water that would suggest there's a way into this place. However, your perception check does not fail you, and notice another interesting thing. You definitely see the red caps.
I do see them.
Yeah, you see them around. You see them. As a couple of them come from the cave. You can see that they are sort of like limping. In fact, like it's hard to see from here, but it looks like there might be some kind of like the glint of chain or something like that. Like they're enslaved here.
Interesting. Yeah, she points it out to the rest of them.
I don't like slaves.
Yeah. So it looks like
If they are-
Yeah.
They.
So, Scarlet Brotherhood has clearly gotten their ties into these red caps. Perhaps red caps like courage. I mean, not courage, chaos. But I think they like their freedom more. Perhaps we can talk to them and try to broker a deal. At least have them on our side at first.
Dagon comes back. I couldn't see anything. Seaweed everywhere. I didn't want to get too further down, just in case.
The red caps are slaves here. Do you think we can we can broker a deal with them? Get them on our side and at least for the beginning to take out the Scarlet Brotherhood, then deal with the red caps.
I mean, possibly. Do you speak their language? Do you know anything about them?
I don't... What would I know about red caps, Eric? I mean, besides the fact that they just like chaos and they're evil. I do know they're evil.
They're evil, malicious tricksters. They probably speak Sylvan, but they have a perverted sense of fairness.
Mm-hmm.
It would be reasonable. It's reasonable because they like making weird deals and things with humans and tormenting them. They probably would know the language to torment them better. So they probably do know common. That's kind of it. Like most of the stories of them are sort of like, here tell stories of like twisted luck and them promising to give things to people and then those things actually being bad for them.
With my perception roll, I saw the red caps. Do I see any Scarlet Brotherhood members near them?
Yeah. Let's say you do. I think what you could see is, you probably would see one get hit with a lash or something like that as they're like dilly-dallying around. And they're clearly like the forced labor of this place.
Yeah. She looks at Daquan. I can speak their language and maybe garner some kind of trust with them.
All right. I can try to help you with that. Not
We just have to get some of them by themselves.
Well, I didn't see any openings, but If anyone else wants to go take a look, you're more than welcome. We got this breathing here for 24 hours. You can scope it out as long as you need.
I don't know a way to. Is there only one Scarlet Brotherhood member that I see?
On duty this evening with them, yes.
Okay.
You all right?
I'm trying to figure out how reckless Finny is about to be, is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
How far away are we?
Okay. So let's see, about 100 feet away.
3. You're 3.
Wherever you need to be. You're at a risky position.
She's going to start stealthing up along the walls of this peninsula cove, wherever we are, because what she wants to do is to get in within 30 feet of the Scarlet Brotherhood guy to cast a spell.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my inspiration to stealth, if that's cool.
I mean, okay, yeah. I would say you already have advantage because you could probably just like kind of use, because you have water breathing. You could just kind of like go under the water,
yeah,
right?
that's fine then.
And they'd be looking for ripples that would seem weird, which is like super hard, right? So let's go with disadvantage.
14.
Okay. Yeah, they don't see you at all.
When I get within 30 feet of this Scarlet Brotherhood guy...
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm going to... Okay, so he just has to hear me. Okay, good. So I'm going to, like, cup my hands over my mouth, and I'm going to cast Suggestion.
Okay.
And I'm going to just casually suggest that he takes a nap right now. Because it doesn't hurt him. It's not going against anything. Just take a nap.
Like he should... Are you suggesting that they should go, like, just go shrug off their duties and go lay down?
Yeah.
Not like go to bed right in here, but like, hey, like, take it easy.
I mean, if it fits him to go to sleep right here, all the more power to him. But I just want him to not notice. I just want to have a conversation with these red caps.
No,
I think it just doesn't have to hurt him, is what it is. I think that I just can't suggest that he hurt himself.
Yeah, of course.
And when has a nap ever hurt anybody?
Never.
Never.
Yeah. So it's a wisdom save, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So
it's a 14.
All right, roll a d20. Well. There's a minute. There's a moment when this is happening, and they just have to hear you, right?
Yeah, they just have to hear me, and I'm staying hidden. So he probably thinks it's just the wind.
No, so like I think there is a moment where they're like, what the hell was that, right? And like he looks out over the water, and then I think the red caps with them, the two of them, just totally just gang up and try to just push the guy in the water, and as he's getting up, they choke him with their chains. And he's out of the water.
So as I see this happening, I'm going to pop out and look at them, and in Sylvan, I'm going to say, "Good job." I'm going to speak their language.
Yeah. So these evil, bloodthirsty, gnome-looking creatures with big iron boots, like hiss at you. They don't even like respond in Sylvan.
That's fine.
They-
she's just gonna go. "Hey, that was good. That was good. I'm here to free you, to liberate you.
They look at you and they look down like, get these chains off of us now.
Yeah, I can do that. And she's going to like whistle to call for the other three.
Okay.
Yeah, and
It turns out like Boschko had just been swimming behind you this entire time, and he just like bobs his head up. Like, Finny is not allowed to go off on her own to do things. Like that's against the code.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
When she sees you, she's like, break their chains for them. And then she looks at the red cap. She says, my friend's going to get you free.
Okay. I guess I crawl up onto shore and I want to try to break their chains with my bare hands and my 20 strength because I'm not very smart.
All right. So there's some good news and bad news then.
Oh god.
Um,
Oh god.
the good news is that you would totally be able to break their chains. The bad news is that they probably want to attack you too.
Finny just goes, guys, come on.
And I think,
Do I see this?
yeah, they say.
I mean, she did whistle for the
Mhm.
others' attention. Like she
They say-
did.
Okay.
They say
Mhm.
like they say like a weird like Sylvan idiom. That's something like maybe like birds or what's it? See.
Never trust a scorpion.
Monkeys,
I don't know.
yeah, monkeys gotta climb. Birds, fish gotta swim. Men's gotta always wonder why, and like, then they just want to attack you. But you could maybe convince them not.
Yeah,
but,
Finny's
they
gonna
just-
be like, Finny's just gonna be like, listen, I know this is what you want to do, but why don't you put your anger toward the people that captured you and not the people that are trying to help you?
yeah, make a persuade check here. To see.
Like, I'm using my inspiration.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Is there
13.
I mean, they're wise enough to realize this, but
And she looks at one of them and goes, I'll let you have one hit on him, if that makes you happy. But the rest of it has to
they
go toward
immediately
the bad
take it.
people.
They immediately take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Ouch.
She has to speak their language, okay? It's bloodthirsty.
it is. Oh man. Okay. Ouch. Yeah, they're gonna do. Oh, they
They'll
don't
heal
hit
you
you.
right
They don't
back up,
hit
don't
you.
worry.
They don't have a sickle. They just have their hands. So they do 1d4, which is half of that is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. They do 7 points of damage to you.
Ow.
They,
I'm not raging, so I have to take
Yeah.
the full amount.
They sucker punch you.
Okay.
Yep. But they have they're like, okay, even, right? We rise, knight. We rise up.
Yeah, we're going to take down the Scarlet Brotherhood, and then you can have this cave. We don't care. We just need some information, and we're going to get it from these bastards, okay?
Counter proposal: we kill you after we rise up.
Counter proposal to your counter proposal? There's a lot more of us who are more powerful and will kill you while we're killing them. Can't we just work together?
Korok's behind her,
Another
looking
yeah.
intimidating.
Yeah, make another persuasion check to see if they want to listen to this reason. This reason.
Do I have
why.
an advantage because Quark's intimidating?
Corey, make an intimidation check to see if that sets
Okay.
up advantage here or not. Yeah,
6.
yeah, absolutely get advantage on this.
I do get
Oh
advantage.
no, it's
with
not.
a
Wait, it's
six?
not. It's not
like-
advantage. You don't have a. No, you should have an advantage on intimidation for this. Is what I was trying to say. You have advantage.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
so 22.
I think it sounded like Katie has advantage. I meant you had advantage on this because you're for reasons that will be shown later.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Thank
So at
goodness.
20. Yeah. All right. They like agreed, but you realize that they're not looking at you, Fanny. They're looking at Korik.
She like doesn't realize he's behind her and turns around and goes, "Oh God, you're still really scary in the dark, Korak."
Looking, it's like, whoa, changer, like.
Okay.
And they actually they're going to speak Abyssal for a moment, right?
We both speak that.
Yeah, and they say, you know, like, one blessed by the deep water. That's what they
When
say.
they say that, Finny
It's
says in
yeah.
Abyssal, "Will you follow him?"
And they're like, no, we only follow bloodshed. And like, let's go. No more time.
That's fair.
Um,
Yeah.
The blessing of the deep water.
Whatever.
It's a reference to Dagon.
Oh yeah, I mean I know what it.
Yeah.
I know what it's a
They
reference
like,
to. Yeah.
Finny
Finny just didn't know if maybe they had some kind of deal with that. Yeah, that's why she
I
was
mean,
asking.
they live
yeah.
in a smuggler's cave. Like, they get weird shit. That's what they're in. They're kind of into it.
She looks at them and just goes, "Well, lead the way."
Okay. So for time's sake here, this is what kind of like is going to happen through this attack. I'm going to need some sort of skill, rather than this being like a giant combat of like freeing people, things like that. There's going to be some skill challenges here involved instead. All right. That could include attack rolls, right? So you could be doing a couple things, right? You could be trying to liberate other red caps, and describe how you're doing that. Currently, red caps are sort of kept in a pen. You could be knocking down sort of like the guard towers, and like, in fact, I think the Scarlet Brotherhood probably have a couple cannons set up that they're going to rear around and probably shoot at you all, rather than outside at the fort arms, because they're under attack. So like disabling the cannons and things, and defenses would be fine. Just straight up melee brawling people is also an option here. Other things to do, you could possibly, you could probably sneak around if you wanted to remain hidden to do something that you could think of. That's also probably a possibility here, but that's sort of like what's on the table. All right, so imagine this kind of like a camp that's like being under attack right now. So there's these different options, these different objectives, different things you can do to approach to it. Okay.
I don't know about this whole sneaking around thing. That doesn't seem like my style at all. But I think like freeing the other red caps is kind of like what Finny told Bashko to do. And so he hasn't gotten any other orders yet, so he's just going to keep doing that. Is going to go around and just like smash open these cages.
Okay.
Finny is going to be stealthing around as sneakily as she can, like using the chaos of this attack as her cover, basically.
Yeah.
And she's going to be looking for any kind of gems that would remind her of that sapphire with the slab. Any kind of like merchant papers, any kind of information.
Yeah.
This is purely informative for Finny. She doesn't want to fight. She has to, but she doesn't want to. She's trying to sneak around and find what she needs.
Find like find sort of like the
ledger
commander,
or
the fort,
something.
yeah, the fort commander's sort of like HQ, right? Like sort of like information on things. Okay. Dempsey.
Yeah, that's what Finny's doing.
I think Korak is going to disable cannons in any way that he can.
Sure. I mean, just like attacking the crew member people. Is it like, or are you kind of like throw some torches at, like, or like some kind of like light some fire, like, and blow up like the powder keg barrels, or like what does it look like? How would you stop the cannons? Are you going to try to like destroy the sort of like structure and placements that they're on, so like it kind of like collapses on itself? What are the options here? Or of those options, or something else? What do you do?
I think he wants to like cause some structural damage here.
Sure. Explosively, or
So-
like, or like just like tear into some, like push some like lumber beams over, like the support beams that are like keeping up sort of like these sort of like higher pointing down cannons that we're supposed to be able to arc over the harbor where you're coming in.
the support beams, really. You know,
Hack at
he's
him?
all for the flare, but he wants to try and take down some of the support beam.
For sure. Okay.
You- you-
Okay. So it's either let's make this an attack roll, right?
Oh.
So let's work in
Okay.
that order. Because except for Daquan, what are you doing?
So there's time what's around us right now? Like as this whole thing's chaos, like
Yeah.
what does it look like?
Right. So you guys are coming from approaching sort of the cavern side of things, like in the docks. What you can see right now is sort of like some red caps are rushing over to free their kin that are sort of kept in sort of like a cattle pen kind of thing. And there's some Scarlet Brotherhood people who are sort of like armed to stop that. So it's sort of like a conflict, a little skirmish going on over there. There's an HQ building that's sort of like kind of in the middle that you see Finn's trying to sneak to. There are two sort of gun emplacements that are supposed to be like facing out towards the water, like cannons to shoot at, that you see Scarlet Brotherhood guards are like kind of turning around to shoot at the red caps for doing this.
What are they on?
They're
These
sort of
gun emplacements?
they're on like wooden not like the tops of wooden walls. I forget what you call the top of like a you know, like a castle turret kind of thing, like a wooden turret
Mhm.
basically, like a raised wooden turret with support beams around it to keep it up. But the idea is at the higher level it could shoot better.
How far apart are
There's space maybe. There's like I said there would be 3 cannons. One of them is inoperable, but the other 2 cannons that they have up here, they're about based the size of this fort. They're like the 3 kind of corners of the sort of like horseshoe kind of shape. So like or like a V kind of shape. So there's probably about like, let's say like 7,500 feet away from each other.
Okay. So what Daquan's going to do is going to kind of like pop out of the water,
Mhm.
and he's going to just get some of the water and just slap it between his hands and make like a loud sonic boom, like just staring at the wooden beams that's kind of this like plateau. And I'm going to cast Shatter on the plateau, destroying them.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do exactly the same one. Well, I'm going to do exactly the same thing for the other beams as well on the
Well,
end.
Okay. Well, you're doing that to one of them. Then Dempsey, you're attacking the other beams right now. So make your attack roll against the beams that the other one that Daquan didn't hit. And then Finn, make a stealth check, and Korg, you're helping the red caps fight in the skirmish. So like I guess that's probably an attack roll or like maybe an athletics check to open the pin, depending on how you want to do it.
Yeah, I think it's athletics for Bajko to open the pin. Like I feel like the red caps are going up to like the gate and they're like getting attacked by the guards, and Bajko is just like gonna take out his warhammer and just fucking smash the side of the pin without even like caring about gates or whatever.
Yeah.
So I got 14 on that.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, that tears it down. Okay, with an 18. Okay.
Oh, no, sorry, it was a 17 before. I don't know why it.
Can you roll damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me make a. You start hacking into it, right? And the place shudders as you hit the support beam. The support beam doesn't break, but it begins to like crack a little bit, and so it's going to force the people up there with the cannon to make a reflex save.
Can I also
they're
use
okay.
my?
Mhm.
I also want to use my Searing Smite whenever I hit.
Oh yeah, then totally do the Searing Smite.
Yeah.
Right, and the idea here is well, it auto fails because it's a support beam. Wait, so the idea is that like you actually like burn through it then, like you use your sword like and like burns like a lightsaber like through the
I
the
just
support
set
beam.
my sword on fire.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Then hell yeah, that's way cooler. Okay, never mind. Forget that. Forget the reflex roll. Yeah, no. You then you cut through the support beam with your fire sword, and like it begins to like burn a little bit as like the thing comes down, and Wilhelm scream as the cannon and things come tumbling down. The cannon's obviously destroyed so you can't salvage it. But that's probably not on the table here, anyways. But yeah.
I rolled a big old 6 on that stealth there,
Yeah,
Eric.
right. So, guess what's here?
I'm
I
sure
get-
it's fine.
I'll give you one guess.
Is it a goddamn slab?
It's a goddamn slad.
Ah!
It's a green slad.
I quit.
I don't know
And
if it's good or bad.
it sees well it's leaving the HQ in this ruckus, right? It's like leaving the chambers here. It didn't have time to transform itself into a Scarlet Brotherhood member. Instead it just
PTSD.
looks at you and screams. It's like, what do you think you're doing? And yeah, that's cool. So you have a green slot here, but in the meantime, Shatter goes off, right? Shatter explodes. That
It's also
knocks-
going to hit also going to hit the cannon as well, and probably the guy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The guy gets flown off the wall into the water. The part of the wall and the support turret, like where this cannon is, just gets like blasted apart, and the cannon just like sinks down. But yeah, it's a big, huge like just explosion of wood disintegrating. Like it got hit.
And
by
it's
a cannon.
loud.
Yeah, that's a huge thunderstruck.
Mhm.
But like everyone's already awake in the camp as this fight's going on. Yeah, the Scarlet Brotherhood are clearly losing this. However, the Scarlet Brotherhood also didn't know that they were infiltrated by a Slod. So that's also not great.
Do I see this slug come out at all? Like, is it come out
yeah,
of a cave
I
or
think
something?
yeah. I mean, it's you probably in the corner of your eye catch a glimpse between Katie like staring down this green slot.
Great.
All right.
Why are we here again?
Yeah, we're not in initiative right now. We're just gonna like kind of like narrate this through. But like, what are you gonna do with this green slot?
Did I understand what it said?
Yeah, it spoke in
Like
common.
it was speaking in common.
Yeah, in fact, it spoke pretty like solidly good common too. Like it's used to having to pretend to be a human.
Yeah, she looks at it and just goes, "What are you doing here?" She's gonna question it back.
And it's like, enough of this. And yeah, it's going it's going to take a step back and cast Fireball at you. So like it raises its hands, and you see like the bulge of its neck where like, because it's like a frog kind of creature, and like it's big, and you see the big red thing, and it just hawks a fireball loogie at you. So let me roll its thing. Oh, I guess I have to add it to the first.
I'm sorry, I discovered your undercover slad.
Undercover Slad.
It's the new hit movie of the winter. Sequel to Undercover Brother.
Yep. So it's a
I knew that'd get a chuckle out of you, Josh.
make a dexterity check for me, please. DC 12.
Okay. Is it a save or a check? It's the
It's
same.
a
either way.
dexterity
It doesn't
saving.
matter.
I'm sorry, dexterity saving throw.
It's the same either way, and I failed it.
And a level casts.
And he's had a rough couple of weeks, guys.
We all have.
Roll a fuck ton of dice. 21 points of damage.
That's half of my health.
Yeah, it just launched a giant fireball. It explodes part of the building next to you. Like just another explosion. So there's a big explosion from the cannon tower above. That was Daquan's explosion. Then a giant fireball erupts right on you. You go flying back. You land prone, but to get up, Katie completely singed. And the green salad clutches something on its neck and says in slod, I guess in brackets, it says "Wonder attack. Plans changed."
Can I try to attack it?
Totally. What's everyone else doing? Make your attack roll while this is going. Or are you
Yeah.
casting spiritual weapon? Or
No, I'm casting Guiding Bolt at 3rd level. Does 18 hit?
yes, it does.
20 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Well, it's still got over 100 HP still, so it's okay.
That's fine. If anyone wants to hit it, you got advantage on it.
So
Uh-huh.
I think we all want to do something.
Dempsey, you were first for sure.
Okay. I want to like seeing the like explosion and everything from the fireball. I want to like run to Finny, but like not all the way. I want to. I guess I want to get there like right away. So I'm gonna cast Misty Step to get there.
Yeah, so you jump.
And then Whew. And right after that, I'm going to. So I'm gonna Misty Step like right in front of Finny, and then I'm going to Aperture Enemy. To frighten it and make sure it doesn't move.
Okay. That means it makes a will save.
Yeah. And the DC is
Advantage.
13 now.
Okay. An advantage. An 8. It fails.
Yeah.
So it's held.
Yeah. It's frightened and held in place.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. Bajko.
Yeah. I see the fireball. I've successfully freed a bunch of the red caps. I don't really want to just stick around and get punched in the face by one of them again. So yeah, I'm gonna charge up there to hit it with my warhammer, but I don't know if I can make it all the way over there in this round. But I'm gonna be running towards it for sure.
Before anybody hits it, I shout, "Don't hurt it! Don't hurt it! Otherwise it'll start moving again."
I'm still running at it.
Sure.
Like, I don't make it all the way over there, but this is me running at it like, ah! And you're like, don't hurt it. And I'm like, ah!
Okay, so you don't hurt it then. Just like it's in the moment of it, it's rushing at you. Okay then. Does anyone else want to act before it does something?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to if I see it like starting to like break free or go into attack or something, I'm going to cast in whatever line of enemies I can see, skirting around. I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt and I'm going to attack it, hitting as many of the through it as I can.
Like there's like a line of little chain lightning bolt that like hits the Scarlet Brotherhood members that are attacking the red caps and stuff. For sure.
Yeah,
Totally.
definitely. It's a dex save.
Yeah. Awesome. And Katie, did you want to do something?
I wanted to pull myself up and question it while it was held for these couple of minutes.
Okay. So they take half damage for your lightning bolt, but that's probably more than enough to blow them away. Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it like
You're gonna do, like-
if I see it attacking, so I'm holding it for now. But Miles, if it does attack, then it has to make that.
It's gonna do like it does like 30 points of damage, right? Like it does more than it will do more than 10 points of damage to them, even like on a half save, right?
Yeah, it does 8d6.
Yeah, that's more than enough to. I'll just hand wave it. Yeah, they get electrocuted.
Okay.
So you wanted to talk to the green slot?
Yeah.
Right.
While it's scared of Korik, I'm going to, because Korik's in front of me, I'm going to pull myself up, walk in between them. What are you doing here? Look, we've already killed one of your kind before. We'll do it again if we have to.
Lies, it says. You are weak. And it,
She, Daquan pulls out the sapphire and she just points at him.
it smiles a toothy smile, clutches its own amulet, and mutters an incantation, and both Daquan and the green slat disappear. The blue sapphire gem falls to the ground. And all the red caps are like, murder! Murder!
Well,
And-
it's in their nature.
And that's what we're calling for. That's what we're calling for today.
Bajko is gonna slam into the space with his warhammer where the slot used to be,
Yeah, totally.
and probably just like hits it over and over again, and there's nothing there.
Yeah. So,
Can I just say, I love that I disappeared as I was like licking the gem, just like taunting it, like.
Don't put
It's
things in
super
your
good.
mouth.
It's super good. And and just it's just drops to the ground there. You attack the thin air, and that's where we call it for the session today. So Daquan's fate is going to be unknown for the time being, because Daquan has gotten some news to tell us around. So like, when we go around the horn, they can be happy to share it. And yeah, so this was episode 14 of the Savage Tide. It's super fun. I know we're getting slatty. That's I don't know. It's just fun. Slaughter are creatures that I always have a soft spot for, but I never really get to use them too much in games. This is my favorite part of D&D, like the level 5 to like 7, 8 or so. Like they give the monster manual is just full of random shit at this level. Like beforehand, you have your goblins, you have your things, your oozes and slimes, but now you get the weird things. We're in the weird territory now, which is fun. I like introducing these things. Yeah, so yeah, this is the Slod and the Slod sandbox thing with mysteries, and how this all plays into the greater mystery. We'll have to keep playing to see find out how this happens. But anyways, that's me. Let's throw it over to Katie.
Yeah, I'm Katie. You can find me on Twitter at KatieFace. I have a pinned schedule up because I do a lot of games, and there's a lot more that haven't been announced yet. They're coming within by February. My schedule will sort of be set. But tonight on my channel at twitch.tv/KatieFace, it's second session of Masks, planned obsolescence. I think that's how you say that word. I don't know how to speak English. Tomorrow I'll be on Little Red Dot's channel playing Fate of the Appliance Wars based on Brave Little Toaster. I'm very excited for that. Thursday I'll be on Scraticus's channel running D&D 5e viewer game. Friday I'll be back on my channel with Scum and Villainy, and the premiere of Adventures in the Wild Blue, Lady Blackbird campaign on Off the Table. I'm very excited to come back for that. It was so good. The first season was amazing. But yeah, just follow me on Twitter. I do a lot of stuff. The podcast for Tabled Hearts that Off the Table does went up last night. Go give that a listen. It's episode 11, and it's a goddamn mess. But yeah, give that a listen, and yeah, that's where I am.
Yeah. Dempsey.
I'm Dempsey. My Twitter is at DempseyDMC, and I don't really have anything to plug other than I love this campaign. So
Yeah. That's good. We love having you. Josh.
Yeah, hey, I'm Pro Starter. Yeah, so as to the fate of Daquan, who knows where they've taken him and what's going on. But as per the fate of me, sadly I will be stepping away for the show from the time being. I have loved being here and being Daquan. Daquan has been a very different character I've really played.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been really interesting. Yeah, it's just getting to play with everyone. So I'm definitely gonna miss it. And any chance I can guest come back at some point, I'm definitely gonna jump on that. Maybe shout from the grave, blame Finney for some reason. But yeah, you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram, all under the same name. Starting on the 21st to Monday, my schedule changes. My new schedule is already on Twitter. You can see it pinned, and I have a slew of stuff basically going from February onwards, or January, February onwards. 15 games on my channel and across other ones as well. So I'm super hyped for it. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it coming to me.
Thank you, Josh. It's been an absolute blast, and yeah, we'll have to see what happens with Daquan. But, we wish you all the best in all your endeavors, man.
Thank you.
Wow. Hello, I'm Kelsa. I'm only in 3 games a week, which sounds hilarious, but especially compared to Katie and Josh, it's like, and my past self, it's not that much. Besides here, you can find me on my own channel every other Thursday. We're currently playing Polaris, which is a really cool diceless game. And that is been amazing so far. I'm really excited about that. Mondays was Cancol, That is currently going to be 2 weeks until the finale. We were supposed to have it last night, but one of our players was incredibly sick and literally dying on stream, and we're like, "No, you need to stop what we're doing. You need to go sleep. You're sweating and falling asleep. Please, you can't say a sentence without coughing. Please go feel better, and we'll finish this later." So before that, before the finale actually happens on February 2nd, I'm going to be doing a one-shot of Blades in the Dark over on AP's channel and that's a Saturday. I'm really looking forward to that. I love Blades in the Dark. It's been a hot minute since I've been able to play, and even longer since I've been able to play on stream. So even though this is a one-shot, I'm really looking forward to doing some more Blades. So
yeah, Kelsey and I played a very long-term Blades campaign.
It was amazing, by the way. I miss that game sometimes, just in general.
It's good shit.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All right.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And that's what I'm doing. You can find more on Twitter at Kelsa. My channel is Kelsa Delphi on Twitch and YouTube. That's where you can find me.
Yeah. Cool. And you can find me everywhere at Eric Vulgaris. I'm the Roll20's analyst. I also love streaming role-playing games. Right now, I'm only in some D&D games, but so much like Katie, I just like I can't commit to anything yet because I have so many things that are like going to happen in like February and stuff in terms of just scheduling of games that like things are all just coming together. So we'll have to see about it. But I've been loving this game. This is easily, without a doubt, the Savage Eye has been like my favorite D&D game I've ever ran. Like I haven't, for what it's worth, I haven't ran too many, but like this has been an absolute delight. I really enjoy playing this, and I love everyone hangs out and chat and watches us and supports us and laughs with our jokes and our weird way of playing. Because I don't know, I'm a weird telling person. As when I DM, I like to be very, very like upfront about things, like what this means, what this represents, and rather you just act from the information of having full information and like then getting into role playing rather than like it be confusing and trying to be too much like behind the veil kind of thing. It's just my style. I'd rather you be empowered and see what actions would you do when you're empowered than not. I know that's not everyone's cup of tea, but like
I love it. It's great.
Yeah. I love I want you to feel like you know what your options are when you want to do stuff, and that like while I will constrain you to something like, hey, we're on an adventure path, hey, we're doing these missions things, but hey, this is also a sandbox, and here's a bunch of choices, and here the choices work. Do all that kind of stuff. And here's the sort of like mini game that we're playing for this part of the game, which is sort of like the Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Thank you so much for not being like, here's a bunch of choices, pick one, and then I'll tell you what it means.
No, God, no.
I hate that.
Yeah, no. So these are all the different things that we can do. Yeah, so I'm super happy. I'm excited to see where this game goes, and we continue on the trail of Vanthus. If not, like we haven't lost sight of that. It's just that that trail is going to, we have to find that trail, and that's going to come through the sandbox of this game, Bart. All right, so that's all going to happen, and so the fate.
We already found the trail. We just got to go down there to the ruins of Chinokolo, and everything's gonna be fine. He's just gonna be there. It's gonna be great. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
pretty sure that's how it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So that's good. So the fate of our savage crew, the fate of Daquan, we'll have to just keep playing and seeing what happens. And yeah, Josh, you're always welcome back whenever you want. It's super awesome. And anyone here, a special thank you to the Greyhawk channel for hosting us as always. It's very nice of them to give us a home. And yeah, so if you haven't already, consider following or even if you're feeling especially saucy, subscribing here to Mage and Sage. They do an amazing amount of games here, and yeah, they do it because they're very, very nice. And yeah, with that, we're out of here. So bye everybody.
Bye.